Hello, I'm back. Thank you everyone for being patient. Hairball, how's it going? Here's an Evie. How you going, girl? You good, girl?
You're talking about beans.
I'm talking about beans and Evie. Thank you, Mika. Let me close this DOS box.
You're talking about beans.
Beans. I am talking about beans. Jetstone, you're talking about beans. Let me try and give Hairball a shout out. You got your eyes dilated early today, and then the super bright light. Oh no! Is that? Hopefully your eyes are okay. It was just a checkup. Hello, Evie. You good girl? I haven't got any more treats for you. You've eaten all the treats. Jed's beans. Oh no.
You're talking about beans.
I am talking about beans. Hello, Evie. You've had dinner. Burp in my face, Evie. They're better now, but it's a few hours of not being able to see. Oh no. Hello, Evie. So I assume it was just a checkup, and they didn't find anything too nasty. Okay. I guess this is my stream now. Hello, Evie. Hello, girl. You good, girl? I'll give you one more. One more treat. All right. Well done. Well. Okay. Never give her a fake beard to fit the stream. We do have some fake beards somewhere. She heard me. You get to do in the words of the doctor, the strongest steroid eye drops you have every couple of hours for 2 weeks. Oh no. That sounds uncomfortable. I hope they help. I really do. What am I doing now? What am I doing? Oh, wait, I'm going to part 2. So let me press the part 2 button and we'll get into Callahan's Crosstime Saloon. Here we go. Callahan's Crosstime Saloon. And let me just double check the audio. Yeah, I should do it. When we last left you, you were racking your brains at Callahan's place. Oh, Hairball, yeah, I've heard you've played this and you really liked it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Sound Blaster 16 for the win. I think it's using Sound Blaster 16 for the speech, and it's using Munt MT32 for the music. Have we been able to stop the Kennedy assassination? Feels like something that would happen. I feel like this game is more low stakes. So we just finished a quest before to rescue a particular type of chocolate that got destroyed by like some pencil makers that were cutting down a particular type of tree. So I feel like maybe the other quests are going to be like kind of low stakes kind of things too. You have to take eye drops twice a day, every day to keep the pressure down. Oh no, I'm sorry, man. I'm pretty fortunate with my eyes. I'm sorry everybody has eye problems. The mouth noises of the chocolate area and the chemical extraction seen later. Oh, I haven't got to that one yet. Mouth noises. I don't remember the mouth noises. It was a very important quest. Yeah, we have the chocolate here. Chocolate bar. How's Flannel Jesus going? This is you, Jake Stonebender, iterant folk singer and all-around good guy. Oh my god, I was reading. I started listening to the audiobook of Callahan's Crosstime Saloon, and Jake has a really dark backstory. I don't know if they're going to get into it in the game or not. Jed Stonebender. Just once a day. Oh. So yeah, he's got a really dark backstory that they haven't really alluded to yet. He's just this happy-go-lucky folk singer. Can we eat? Look, we can look at the chocolate bar. This bar of chocolate may be coarsely manufactured, but it's also the mellowest, smoothest, most delectable chocolate you've ever tasted. You're going to try making it last a long time, but giving out only very tiny nibbles. You get Pew Pew to make a hole in your eye recently because the drops went. Oh no. I'm sorry, Amy Cat. The darkness release part of it is a chemical extraction. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So we'll find out maybe a bit more there. So this is Josie. We just went Jetstone. We just went on a quest with her to save the chocolate. Josie Bauer is a member in good standing of the Time Police, an organization that doesn't exist yet. She's also a humor groupie. Win the Pun Day Night contest and she'll accompany you home for the evening. Doc keeps winning. Damn his eyes. Hopefully it's a long time away for everybody to get lasers shot in their eye.
Hi, Jake.
Remind me not to go out with you to pick up a pizza. We'd probably end up in Italy battling the mafia.
Hey.
No, sir. Not me.
It's okay. You've done your good deed for the day. And no good deed ever goes unpunished.
She winks at you. This gives you a pleasant little warm feeling inside, knowing that you won't have to wake up alone tomorrow. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, so my recommendation is do it sooner than later if necessary, because I already lost half your vision in left eye before you eventually. Oh no. Well, it sounds like at least Hairball's getting somebody to look at it. So that's a good first step. So here's the doc. Let's have a look at the doc. Girl wants to soften flannel, yeah. Well, Doc introduced you to Callahan's back when you were so low you had to reach up to scrape the bottom of the barrel. He's been described variously as a walking operating room, a cafeteria on legs, and a human library. But you've never met a man who was a rotunda. Okay. Your partner is sending you links to compression underwear on Amazon. Should you be worried? I mean, it might kind of change your silhouette. Maybe they're trying to make it. They're trying to adjust. I don't know. I don't have much experience with compression underwear. Maybe they thought they might help you with your self-esteem. I don't want to hear a lot of Long Island jokes. Thank you very much. Got any more of those riddles? I was just getting into the swing of them. I was actually.
Got any more of those riddles? I was just getting into the swing of them.
Sure, here's one. Same category, but a little bit more obscure. The clue is penalized wages, ripped, gimmick, patriotic song, renowned inventor, display.
Oh man, what was I think it was Anthem. I didn't get a chance to look at the message.
How long have I got to solve it?
I'll be happy to tell you the answer after I've had my last drink of the night.
Bloodthirsty. God. All right.
Got any more of those riddles? I was just getting into the swing of them.
Sure, here's one. Same category, but a little bit more.
Is this a Billy Mitchell game? Not quite. I mean, he does look a little bit like him, doesn't he? But no, we haven't actually. That should be repeatable. Yeah, it is. It is repeatable. So let's have a look. Let me get my screenshot of the game up. Okay. Jed is as cool as Billy wishes he was. Yeah, Jed just has he has effortless cool. Okay, so we've got penalized wages, ripped, gimmick, patriotic song, renowned inventor, display. Yeah, so Doc torn maybe? Torn for ripped. Gimmick I'm not sure about.
Comber.
Penalized, yeah. Cat on my desk. Oh, is that Oh wait, no, you actually have a literal cat. Yeah, ripped could be a lot of things. So it could be ripped, could be torn. Even just anthem, patriotic song. So I don't know about gimmick. Anthem, renowned inventor, Da Vinci, and display screen. Yeah, doctor. Yeah, so maybe it's doctor. So imic. So maybe not gimmick. It's not the word for gimmick. No, not inventory. Inventor. Do come in canary yellow. So what's another word for gimmick? Doctor Hook. Yeah, but maybe Raindor. But what about the rest of it? It's another word for gimmick. Another word for gimmick. Stunt, ploy, dodge, shtick, scheme, trick. Not sure. Should we go another clue?
Give me a clue.
Okay, the patriotic song is an anthem.
Okay.
Which riddles are these? Oh, this is just a bonus riddle, I think. Okay, so it is a riddle, an anthem. So Doc Dawn, gimmick, anthem, Da Vinci screen. I don't know. Not sure. Let's see if I can let me show. Where's that image? And we'll put that down here. Here we go. So if you want to try and figure out that riddle, I'll put it here for you for now. Will that work? Yeah. It's an awkward match. You think you've got it, Rain Dog? Oh, that's quick. What do you think? What do you think it could be? Doctor Hook and the Medicine Show. Can you be gay in this game? I don't know. We've only really hooked up with Josie so far. We'll see how we go. And the Medicine Show. Okay. I've never heard of that. Doctor Hook and the Medicine Show. It could be Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, maybe. I think it's meant to be in the vein of bands, because that Doctor and the Medics. Well, because it. So screen works or display works for show. Renowned inventor, that would be Da Vinci, I guess. So patriotic song is anthem. Yeah, I think you're right, Rain Dog. I think it is Doctor Hook and the Medicine Show. So it'd be like could be Biopan. We'll see. This was like in the 90s. So I mean, it'll be pretty good representation, but don't get your hopes up for a 90s game. A 90s game. So Doc Torn gimmick. Ook. Identify as gay, but also an MSW. Wait, what's MSW? You always get your hopes up for 90s gay? Oh no. Gimmick, okay. Knock. A hook can be a gimmick. That's true, yeah, okay. Anthem, Da Vinci, show. A man who has... Oh, okay, gotcha. Today I learned. So we've got Doc, Torn, Hook for gimmick, Anthem, Da Vinci show. Yeah, okay. I think that fits in with the. I think you're right. Rain Dog. I think that was it. I've never heard of that band, so I wouldn't have got that. We had quite the little unexpected adventure in Brazil.
We had quite the little unexpected adventure in Brazil. Started off as pilots, ended up in a stone temple.
Oh, yeah? Java good time, or did you moke a fool out of yourself?
How long have you been working on that one?
Ever since you guys left.
You're born in '76, and even you've barely heard of him? Okay, I don't feel too bad now.
I don't want to hear a lot of Long Island jokes, thank you very much.
Now, there's a deer park in the north port of town. Perfect for huntingtons of pheasant. You can't miss it. To be sure, it's in plain view.
Uh-oh, here come the puns. People of Long Island, duck.
I thought we were going to have a Mon talk, not listen to a travelogue. The next thing I know, you'll be singing Come Back to Jamaica.
I don't know what to say. I'm just Bayside myself.
Yeah, sorry. It's a sin to reach that far for a joke.
I would bury you if I could think of a topper for that.
Sorry, this is the point where I slip out. Doc, you can babble on all you want,
is.
Doc. Personally, I'm against it. Free port for everybody.
I think the inventor was Edison. Oh, maybe. Because I think you're right, Vinod. Yeah. Because I was thinking like Da Vinci kind of mapped it, but yeah, medicine, Edison. You're right, Vinod. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Cult leader Jesus in conversation with pale-faced Baron Greenback. He's a bit more. Baron Greenback's a bit more of a croaky voice. He's like, hello, cult leader Jesus. It is painful. I'm glad I don't know most of these locations. A chone, the local equivalent of a cheer and a groan, comes up from the crowd. Doc hangs his head in surrender.
Doc surrendering. Now there's a sight not often seen.
Baron
I prefer to think of it as a
Harkonnen?
scene not often cited.
Jake,
Yeah?
are you really buying a round of port for everyone?
No.
Okay, I thought not.
Did I save chocolate? I did. And I even got my own chocolate bar to as a reward.
At least I've lost some weight.
And Murray lost some weight. No, Hairball, that wasn't one of the 10. That was a freebie that we got later. We did the 10 at the start of the game. He lived in Brooklyn for a year and would take the railroad to visit people, on the island. So he passed through Sea Barony. All right, so you actually understood those puns. Sea Barony. Yeah, I can't do stiletto. That's probably the best you're gonna get. That dude's tiny little head kills me. Oh yeah, he does. Doc's head. Oh no, this isn't it. It's the guy at the bar. Hang on. I know what you mean. This guy over here. Suburban nowhere. Huh. This is Mike Callahan, the man without whom this would all be unnecessary, nor even possible. He possesses an almost supernatural serenity of spirit and inhuman clarity of thought, but he also knows all the pressure points and how to use them.
Good job, Jake. You couldn't have done it without us.
So what now? So now I've got my bar tab back up. Set me up. Like most of the US. Oh, poor US.
So, what now?
What now?
Let's
Well,
go.
that's up to you. There's a lot going on tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to his general head versus his body. Okay, so I think last time Mike he gave us a whole bunch of lists. He gave us a list of people we could talk to, and one of them was Josie. So maybe he'll give us some more.
Such as...
Well, let's see. Josie's all in a snit over something. You could see what that's all about. We've got the 2 drop-ins. They could probably use some chatting up. Or you could go see what's keeping Piotr.
You came a cropper with a tribe of head shrinkers, you guess, yeah. Your English teacher looked like that bartender. This guy. I mean, he looks pretty jolly. Okay, who's this guy?
Want me to go see if Piotr's home?
You know, he's been down lately.
How can you tell?
Yeah, he's cynical, but this is worse than that. I wonder...
What?
Well, okay. Figure it this way. The guy is, what, 80 years old? 100? 200? And he's alone. He's always alone.
Doesn't seem to bother him. He never says anything about it.
Up until a couple of weeks ago, I would have agreed with you. Now, I'm not so sure. Tell you what. You want to do me a huge favor? Great. Go get him. Bring him back here. But only when you're ready. Don't say yes till you're sure you're ready to take off.
Okay, so this happened with Josie as well. I think we said yes, and then we had to do her quest. So let me just say no for now. We'll go talk to some people, and then we'll come back, and that might be the next quest.
Well, maybe I'll hang around the bar for a while longer.
Fair enough. Maybe he'll show up.
His voluminous sleeves. They are pretty big. They are pretty voluminous, aren't they? So Fast Eddie. Apparently he's Spider Robinson, the author of the books. Spider Robinson plays the music for this game, at least on the piano. I don't know if I'm going to get DMCA'd if I play them though. That's the problem. Who's Jim McDonald? A brilliant psychiatrist who works with his brother Paul. The 2 communicate on a psychic level, although only between themselves. Wait, what was that? A door? Enter door. The door is unlocked, so you enter. The bathroom is absolutely spotless, as it always is. You do your business, wash your hands, and re-enter polite society. Unlike some of those trashy sophomore comedy games, we will not be showing you any excretory animation. You'll just have to use your imagination. Looks like Jim's trying to offer a little help to Tony. Let them talk. This could be a professional session. Okay, private conversation. Spider Robinson. Okay, we've got Spud Flynn. Spud will do anything on a dare. Alright. Okay, so Spud's flirting with Kathy. You're not sure about the pairing, but it's good to see Kathy showing an interest. Don't get in the way. Okay. Alright, I'll leave her alone. Who's this guy? Sam Thaler. Oh, wait, no, we talked to this guy, I think. Sam is listening to Mary Moore tell the longest shaggy dog story in the world. And I think we talked to these people too. You and Susie chat for a moment, but the music's too loud over here for a good quiet conversation. What is this? Oh yeah, we went upstairs and there was like a satellite dish. Alright, who... Oh yeah, and there's the weird... These guys had a weird conversation. Mickey Finn. I wonder if anyone says anything if you go to the toilet a lot, maybe. Let's have a look. No. It's a good idea. Okay. Oh, if I right click, it does a fast scroll. Okay. So Mickey Finn, I think he's an alien.
Jake.
Oh, we can give him. You want to try some homemade chocolate? Oh no, I don't want to.
They're simply motioning you to brush that little clump of Rice Krispie treat out of your beard.
Seriously?
I believe you Long Islanders say, rank out. Or is it, take a burn?
Do they? Do they say that? So let's do a save. Back to, because I don't think I've changed anything yet.
Jake.
I want to try some homemade chocolate.
Want to try some homemade chocolate?
That stuff has no effect on me. I tried it once, years ago.
Maybe you didn't inhale.
So yeah, this guy is an alien, and he has a whole bunch of like embedded devices in him for story reasons, which I assume the game is going to explain a bit later.
Jake.
How are you at predicting future events?
Are you kidding? They used to call me the Baltimore Oracle.
I thought they called you the Kmart of Sears.
Not at all. They thought I was the diviner.
Yeah. Now, ask him if he ever turned a profit. Hey, break it up. I just ate.
Is he nuclear powered? I don't know what he runs on. You just glad Lurch could get to work. Get work after the Addams family wrapped up. And there's an alien dude here. There's this biker dude.
Yes, Jake.
Yeah, how's your love life? The chocolate we made in Brazil is probably addictive.
The chocolate we made in Brazil is probably addictive.
May I taste that?
You hold out the chocolate bar, and the man touches it lightly. He lifts his finger to his lips, tastes it, and a smile, crude, ill-formed, asymmetrical, but a smile anyway, comes across his face. Turn to profit. Yeah, I think this game's just puns all the way down. Flannel Jesus versus Biker Jesus. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
This is wonderful. You say it's addictive chocolate.
I don't know if you could market it under that name, but yeah, that's what it is.
Thank you. That was delicious.
I thought so. The Chocolate That Saved the Rainforest by Jake Stonebender. I like it.
I wonder if this biker dude is... So at the start of the game, there were these two like godlike entities, and I think they were talking about like shutting down the universe. And I think we're doing a whole bunch of quests that prove that the universe is worth saving. I wonder if this biker dude is actually like an emissary or something from that. I don't know. Well, because he seemed very interested in the chocolate. Okay. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of people here we haven't talked to. We've got Scruffy Man, Long Drink McGonagall, Tom Flannery, and Les Gluham. Shutting down the universe. Yeah, shut it down. Start again. Has a rather alien quality. He seems a bit off. Even more off than this guy, Mickey Finn. Alright, let's talk to this guy, Scruffy Man. When you try to talk to this man, he casts his eyes downward, as if to indicate he'd rather not talk. You have no idea what his story is, and you may learn it eventually. Most people who find Callahan's open up after a while. There are a series of books this game is based off. Hairball, yes. I actually got the audiobook of the first compilation, and I've started going through it during my walks and things. I've only almost finished the Time Traveler, so I haven't got very far in it yet. Is it good? It seems good so far. It seems like this is, it's like a. I think the author wanted to avoid like kind of, a lot of like, so the characters in the book, they like the whole bar is designed around people opening up and talking about their problems. So
Hi. Guy.
Hi, guy. Hey, Ian Oblivion. Hello. I think it's worth a read. Yeah, it's definitely it feels a bit more people are a bit more emotionally available in that book. and at least it seems to be a compilation of short stories, so you can kind of just read like you can kind of like read one at a time. Metaphysical cheers, yes, pretty much. Long drink turns, makes eye contact with you and smiles, but he and Marty are engaged in a political conversation you're loath to interrupt, and in which you're even more loath to involve yourself. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I was kind of interested to see how they base the game off it, like if stories in the books actually appear in the game, or if this is actually new stories. But yeah, I haven't got that far. Free meal. This is the free lunch. Mike always puts out some kind of sandwich from the deli across the street, and it's free for the taking to anyone who's gone hungry. Tonight it appears to be club sandwich and chips. Oh, eat. It's tempting, but thank the Lord you haven't been going hungry. An itinerant folk singer can still find work now and again on their island. He and Marty are engaged. Or maybe. Because there is one guy who's got like 2 wives. So, yeah, hang on. They're engaged. We don't need to investigate and qualify that. Tom Flannery started the Cheerful Charles, professional attitude adjusters. Pretty strange work for a man who, according to Doc Webster, has only a few months to live. I don't know. Combine a couple Oh, Mule. Sorry, did I miss saying hello? More uncanny valley than the really obvious aliens. Welcome in, Mule, by the way. I like what they did with Discord 1, combine a couple of the main plot and reference many others. Yeah, and it was kind of like an alternate universe. Wolf Rock, hello. It was an alternate universe kind of main plot from the books. Feel the wood. How you going, Wolf Rock? How are your we back to playing Quake 2? You were. How are you finding the Quake 2 64 remaster? Because that's like completely separate levels, from what I could see. Les Gluehem? Les appears to be engaged in a quiet, somewhat personal conversation with Tom Flannery. You listen for a moment. It sounds as if Tom's in need of Les's professional Find Your Smile services. You're not sure what's up with Tom, but it's a good bet you'll find out one of these nights. You enjoying this remaster at large, generally? It's kind of funny because it's a really good remaster because I had access to it because I had Quake 2 on my Steam library for years. But I just don't like Quake 2 as much as Quake 1. And the remaster hasn't really changed my opinion of that. But it is a really good remaster though. So if you did like Quake 2, then you'll probably enjoy the remaster. Callahan is good. We haven't got very far yet. I'm still trying to figure out where. I found one quest. I'm wondering. There's meant to be like these other people I can talk to. I don't know who they are yet. He came into Callahan's with a skull full of mush, but now he leaves thinking. Not like a lawyer, but at least he's thinking. When he first appeared, he was a heroin addict, which does not mean he had a crush on Winona Ryder. I get it. Tommy. Oh yeah, so this guy appears really early in the books. He does like a big rant about, like, he's been clean for like a couple of years, I think, but there's a big rant about heroin. Smooth, warm, highly polished, and strangely comforting. And we've got this Indiana Jones guy, who's not Indiana Jones. Noah Gonzalez is a senior man at the Suffolk County Bomb Squad. He once saw him neatly defuse an exploding cigar, and then neatly defuse the guy who gave it to him.
Yes, sir.
You're flexible. You can easily enjoy both the Lovecraftian atmosphere of Quake while enjoying the body horror sci-fi world of Quake 2 at the same time. They both play vastly differently, so all the same enjoyably for me. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. It's, yeah, feel the bar, Quimmin. Yes,
Mate, feel the bar.
Mate, feel the bar. I guess the thing I had is I wanted more of Quake, and I was a bit disappointed because Quake 2 took the name, but it was a completely different story. And then Quake 4 kind of continued Quake 2. Quake 3 was its own thing. So I guess after 4 Quakes, and then you got Quake Live as well. Like, I guess after all that, I kind of wanted more of the first Quake, and it kind of got that in the remaster because it had those extra add-ons that I need to play through. Okay, you up for any action tonight? Oh my.
I've been to Brazil, Noah. I've stared death in the face and watched him play solitaire.
I can tell.
You mean because I have a more confident attitude and a more worldly-wise demeanor?
No, because you go into the jungle, you come back in time, and you must think your clothes go back to being as clean as they were when you left, but they're not. I can't believe you walked around the jungle in a flannel shirt. You're crazy.
You're crazy. All right,
Yes,
Noah.
sir.
You up for any action tonight?
Could be, but what you got in mind?
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you met the new guy? It does feel like the Quake name is a mess in general. It does a little bit. I guess id Software. I don't know. Maybe they thought they were going to make like an anthology series or something where every game was different. Or maybe they just wanted to piggyback off the Quake name because they were scared that a different name wouldn't sell as well.
Have you met the new guy?
Which new guy? I see several.
The one talking to Mickey. Now there's someone to arm wrestle. Look at the size of those 4 arms.
The one talking to Mickey. Is that the alien dude? This guy's Mickey Finn Squish. Okay. Talk to Squish.
Hello, human being?
Hello. Ah, here we go. Okay. Have you ever tasted chocolate?
Have you ever tasted chocolate?
I do not remember. chocolate.
You break off a small piece of chocolate and hold it out to Squish. Squish is...
But which guy has 4 arms? That's a lot of arms, sir.
Well, I think Slim Fat, that was actually a pun on 4 arms, because this guy literally has his number of arms is 4, I think, or at least 4. Like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 5 arms. I don't know. It looks like there's a double arm over here, or his 4 arms. I think it's a bit of both. Slim Fat. This game is its entire makeup is puns with a game on top. Squish's tongue flicks around it from a variety of angles before encircling it and pulling it into his mouth. A moment later, it's expelled forcefully from his nose, flies across the bar, ricochets off of the back of Tommy Jansen's head, and lands in the sink.
Didn't care for it?
On my planet, we shampoo with it.
Alright, we made some delicious shampoo. What else can we do?
Human being?
How'd you happen to wander in tonight?
How'd you happen to wander in tonight?
For reasons unknown to me, this structure appeared on my monitor. Other Earth structures do not appear. This seemed worthy of investigation. Perhaps it was an anomaly.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Hello, human being?
Hello.
Tell me about your race.
Our planet is our system for government is and our chief exports are and what else would you like to know?
How do you keep hurting your tongue? How do you keep from hurting your tongue? How many arms exactly do you have? Yeah, that's a good question.
How many arms exactly do you have?
Up to 6. 4 normal, 1 retractable, 1 inflatable.
What's the inflatable one for?
Water begins to cascade out of Squish's eyes, and orange spots blossom all over his face. You decide to drop the subject before he drowns in humiliation. Oh no. Do not ask about the inflatable arm. Clappy Derp Beer. He's not that derpy, is he? Ask him to say she sells seashells by the seashore. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Hello, human being?
Alright,
tell me.
What else would...
how do you keep from hurting your tongue?
How do you
Wait.
Wait, what?
Hello.
Tell me more.
What else?
Why are you visiting Earth? Best amount you have for a drunk man? That's close enough.
Why are you visiting Earth?
Squish's eyes begin to dribble tears freely, and small orange blots break out on his nose and cheeks. There's Evie. Equipment says hello. Equipment says hello. Evie. You want to say hello to Equipment? Very, very nice. Big boy hands emote you got there. Dragonvex, yes, hello. Oh, she's off again. Evie likes to pop in and say hello occasionally.
I believe you've embarrassed him.
Maybe they need women.
Good luck.
Squish wipes his eyes with the back of a claw.
If I explain, will you help?
Ooh. Yes, maybe, no. She's a very good girl. Oh, okay, so this is another quest. Let's go maybe, because I don't want to say yes just yet.
Maybe.
Maybe? How can I convince you?
Tell me what it's about. Look, I'm inclined to help you if I can, but I just need to know what I'm getting into.
If I reveal myself without a promise of help, I imperil myself and all of you.
Well, that's a toughie then. I'll think about it.
Okay, so I think we've got 2 missions here. So let me set up a poll. Who to help next? Alien dude, or I think it's Piotr missing. I don't know who Piotr is. So I'll just set it for 2 minutes. I don't know. I think people might not be here, but all right, we have a very brief poll, and we'll figure out who we can help. So we've got this guy. He's got some issues, and then if we talk to the bartender, he mentioned another guy that's gone missing, and we kind of have to go to his home, I think, and find out where he is. His name's Piotr, I think.
Good job.
Let's
So,
have a look.
what now?
Such as.
Well,
Okay, so Piotr's home. Who is this guy?
Want me to go see?
you know, he's been down lately.
How can you tell?
Yeah, he's cynical, but this is worse than that. I wonder...
What?
Well, okay.
What?
Figure it this way. The guy is, what, 80 years old? 100? 200? And he's alone. He's always alone.
Doesn't seem to bother him. He never says anything about it.
Up until a couple of weeks ago, I would have agreed with you. Now, I'm not so sure. Tell you what, you want to do me a huge favor? Great. Go get him, bring him back here. But only when you're ready. Don't
Okay.
say yes till you're sure you're ready to take off.
Okay, so this is the other quest. Hang around the bar for a bit.
Maybe. Fair enough.
So there's a 200-year-old dude. Maybe he's a zombie or something. We're done with the detective, or is she still in your party? No, she's gone. Oh, okay. So alien dude's got 2 votes, and Piotr is 1 vote. Okay. Yeah. So I think depending on who we mission with, boring old man or interesting alien dude. Yeah, pretty much, Matt. Well, we don't know who the old man is. Like the game is saying he's 200 years old, so he's got something going for him. Yeah, possibly a zombie. Oh, Quimit, you're a zombie too. So yeah, Josie was only with us because we were on a sub quest with her. And now that we've saved the day with chocolate, all right, alien dude. So let's go talk to him. And we'll do alien. Thank you for participating in Callahan poll.
Hello.
All right, so tell me about your race.
What else?
Okay.
Why are you?
Bill,
I make good
Okay.
luck.
if I...
Yes.
Yes.
Are you prepared to help me?
Does he have to decide right this moment?
No. I will be here for an indefinite period of time. You may inform me of when you are prepared to hear me out and help me.
It's pretty long anyway.
About beans.
Talk about beans. It's pretty long. Okay. So maybe we'll breeze. This fish guy's so pitiful. Oh, I'm sorry, Dragon Facts. That's why we're helping him. Let's go for it now. Anything else I need to do? Can wait till I get back. I mean, we've talked to everybody. We've given chocolate to some people. You want to help him, but I'm afraid to find out what he needs. Yeah.
Nope. Let's go for it now. Anything else I need to do here can wait till I get back.
The thin man friend, Mickey Finn. Squish's eyes begin to flow freely again. This time probably out of gratitude. Whatever this guy's been sitting on, it's been burning a hole in his heart. Wow.
I've already told him about the option, so he knows the routine.
Sure enough, sniffling and fidgeting, Squish ambles over to the chalk mark. Wait, what? What option? Everyone shuts up. Some of them even recognize Squish's attempt to clear his throat. Oh, is he doing the thing where, I think, from what I remember from the books, everybody gets, like, 1 drink that they can use to, like, speak about their problems, and then they throw their glass in the fireplace? Like, is that what he's doing here?
To self-determination.
He throws his glass into the fireplace. Books? Yeah, this game, Callahan's Crosstime Saloon, is based on a series of books, or short stories essentially, that were collected into books by a gentleman called Spider Robinson. And he actually got more involved with the game as it went on. So I think he was reluctant to make a game based on his books to begin with, and he got more into it as he saw more of the game being made.
Do I reveal now?
You don't have to say a word if you don't want to.
I very much want to. I come from a planet that your scientific community has not yet discovered. We have been keeping it a secret from your race For tens of millions of your Earth weekends, we have been observing the progression of your technology. You are now showing early signs of movement within space. The Zikr are alarmed that your maturation is not commensurate with your technological ability. Your technology is used for the subjugation and destruction of your own kind. It has not been our desire to impede your exploration of all that is beyond your planet. But we have attempted to lessen the aggression that remains within you. Within the orbit of your planet, we have situated an unoccupied satellite. The satellite emits a pulse. Targeted.
He directs a look of confusion at Mickey Finn. It is true.
Squish isn't too familiar with the language yet. The satellite he's talking about emits a pulse tuned to the molecular frequency of the hormone testosterone. Somehow, the pulse makes the hormone dissipate, though he himself isn't sure whether the testosterone undergoes a shift that renders it inert or lessens its effect, or if it is actually leached in some fashion from the human body.
Maybe that's why I've been a little off. It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
Oh, very funny. You couldn't even make a hormone with that one.
Why are you telling us about this, Squish?
Wouldn't be the first time we've had illegal aliens seeking asylum here.
I cannot refuse the will of the executive. I, however, still retain the ability to speak out against the action taken against your planet. To my mind, subjugating a planet in the name of peace results in a false peace.
If you're looking for absolution, you're going to need to help us find a way to destroy that satellite. You know that, don't you?
I am here as its on-site installation technician. The interconnection of my mind with that of the prevents me from overt interference.
Squish digs into a pocket and extracts something that looks vaguely like a keychain. He flings it to the bar, sliding it several feet away from him. Say, Testy. In Oblivion. Maybe I can add that as a speech. I'll make a save when we start the next quest, and I'll go back. A keychain. He flings it to the bar, sliding several feet away from him.
Now I have lost the key to my shuttle.
Squish, what would happen if somebody other than the then one of your people took your shuttle? Could they destroy the satellite with it?
No. The shuttle offensive systems will not fire upon friendly hardware. But, theoretically, if one were to dismantle the correct emitter circuitry and render it inoperable, the Zikr might not be able to detect this. But if I were to find out about it, I could not help but report it.
Well, I think I'll go outside, get some air.
You immediately walk over towards the bar. Squish pretends to notice some dirt under his claw as you quietly fold your fingers around the keychain and slip your hand into your pocket.
Think I'll go with you.
Maybe I'd be a better choice.
Oh, I figure I got more personal stake in this than you do.
Squish, about that shuttle of yours. Let's say someone were to steal it, heaven forbid. How would they operate something so foreign?
We are just talking theoretically, correct?
Naturally.
There would be nothing to be afraid of, even for a human pilot. The shuttle capabilities are minimal. The controls are obvious.
Thank you,
so it may
Dragon.
require some experimentation to understand their functions. The circuitry will not allow you to cause damage to yourself, nor take you beyond orbit.
Hey!
Let's be careful out there.
I was going to say Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Was he? No, I don't want an introduction. Okay, phew. Okay. Alien Quest. So, let's get Audacity up. And we'll add skip. So what I need to do is restore it to before. Okay. And
Copper, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he?
Wasn't he?
Copper, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself and bulbs and that guy Tony who sells cheap tattoos and Martha you know why.
Hello?
They're good tattoos. Okay, we're recording. Okay.
Tell me about our... What?
Yeah.
Wait.
No. Ah, damn it. Talk
Hello?
to. Okay, tell me about
Tell
race.
me about our... What else?
Why are you visiting Earth? Blah, blah.
I make good.
If I... No. Jake, I need some...
Oh, no. Whoops. Ah, okay. We'll get there. Hang on.
Hello?
So,
My ship in
This.
in
so you thought you...
Okay. No.
hello?
Okay, tell me about your race.
Our what else?
Why are you using it?
I bet.
Maybe...
Good luck.
If I
Yes.
Yes.
are you
Does.
No.
Let's go for it
Nope.
now.
I've already told.
to do
You don't.
I come from we have the Zik. This has not been out within the orb.
Squish is.
Maybe that. It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
Oh, very funny. You couldn't even make
Okay,
a
we did it.
Squish, about that shuttle of yours. Let's say someone were to steal it, heaven forbid. How would they operate?
Okay. Restore alien quest. Alright, so now we're at the quest. And now I've got a recording of somebody saying...
a horn.
Less testy.
Oh, very
Less testy. Been a little less testy. Explains why I've been a little. It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
oh, very funny. You could
Alright.
It certainly.
So now I can delete a bit here. And delete a bit here. Wait, analyze effect, loudness normalization. Okay. Export as wave. Testy. New SFX, yes. The witnessing or concluding clause of an instrument. Witnessed used especially formally to indicate that what follows is named as an authority for what precedes. Yes, that's what that is. That's what we're adding this for. New sound effect. Okay. Duplicate. Edit. Play testy. Testing. And then commands. And then we'll do new command. Play testing. Alright, that should be it. Disregard the emotes you copy pasted. Oh no.
It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
That does explain. Okay. Let's talk to
Hi,
them.
you.
Clap, thank you. Is this... Oh, some guy in a hat. Hello. Is this game available for sale anywhere? Unfortunately, not. I got this off the internet. The Internet Archive has... I think it has a playable version on there. If not, it does have CD images. But yeah, unfortunately, this game... I would love to... I would pay money for this on GOG if I could. But maybe there's like a licensing issue because it is like a licensed property, I guess.
Anything we should know about your shuttle before we leave?
Why would you need to know anything about my shuttle in order to get fresh air?
You know, you're right. Never mind.
Even if it were to matter to you, I would have nothing to say. My shuttle practically works itself.
Fair enough.
Hi.
Hi, guy. Hi, you. How does this widget work? Okay, so he's not going to tell us anything about the widget, is he?
How does this widget you gave me work?
I gave you no widget?
No, of course you didn't. What was I thinking?
Anyway, you just push the blue buttons on it.
That's what I thought. Thanks.
Hi.
What can we bring you back?
Anything we can bring you back from the satellite?
What satellite?
Right. What satellite? There is no satellite.
You are making this very difficult.
I'm sorry.
Alright, cool. And then we've got Indiana Jones here. A bomb diffuser. He wants to neatly defuse. Okay, yep. Let's have a talk to him.
We taking off?
Momentarily. Just making my goodbyes.
Oh, can we say goodbye to people?
Jake.
Sorry, Mickey. Noah really wants to go, and hell, you've seen outer space.
Sorry, Mickey. Noah really wants to go. And hell, you've seen outer space.
That's fine, Jake. It was just an idea. But please, not in front of Squish.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so these people we don't get to talk to. Maybe Mike will have something to say.
For the road?
You got this mind reading thing down. Look at this guy's tiny head.
You've got this mind-reading thing down pat.
It doesn't take a mind reader to tell when someone wants a drink. And don't call me Pat.
He sets you up with the Bushmills, which you sip for the next couple of minutes, bracing yourself for the task ahead. Nice. Alright. Oh yeah, old man is gone. Because he's down. He's in our party. Can we talk to Scruffy Man yet? No. Okay, talk to Doc. We're headed off into the wild blue yonder.
Well, Noah and I are headed off into the wild blue yonder.
Striking a blow for shuttle diplomacy?
Nah, just declaring independence. Making certain we're unalienable, right?
Right.
Ugh. Alright, Josie, got anything
Hi,
for me?
Jake.
Remind me not to go out.
Hey.
Huh?
It's okay.
Alright, she winks at you. Okay. Now what? Keyring. Look at Keyring. Squish's keyring features a holographic chip with his likeness, spiky green beard and matching teeth, saggy, pulpy face, huge liquid eyes, and its 4 standard issue arms. It also has a small pad with a square button and a small tube of glowing fluid for finding your keys in the dark. Use keyring. You push the button and squishes keyring. Nothing happens here. Alright, do we go outside? We've also got the roof. Okay, we've got a parking lot. Looks like Take-Two Interactive own the rights to this. How have they been with re-releasing games? Like maybe we could buy the rights of them and release it ourselves. Oh, I haven't actually explored outside because when we went outside last time, Josie took us away. Ooh, animated cars. 0. Right. Okay. So maybe they just hold on to their IP. Stores. Pavement. Oh man, I could spend half an hour looking at all these cars. Callahan's station wagon looks like a beater, but there's a lot going on under the hood, just like the man himself. Reminds you of a book series you're searching for. Bill the Galactic Hero. I've never heard of that. They own Rockstar. I guess once you own Rockstar, Rockstar only really cares about GTA, making money from that. Bill the Galactic Hero. I agree, Quimit. We have to go into space. Satirical science fiction novel by Harry Harrison. Ooh, I wonder. There's a film based on it, a student film. Hello, Evie. I think it's based on the book. Yeah. wonder if it's on. I wonder if there's like a copy on the Internet Archive. Let's have a look. Seven novel collection. There you go. Ooh. Also considered the most funny book ever by Sir Terry Pratchett. Wait. Terry Pratchett was involved with this? Oh no, Terry Pratchett read it. Okay. Got you now. Yeah, it looks like you're probably trying to find the physical versions, but it looks like there's an archived version of it there. Space. One place that has been corrupted by capitalism. Oh no, James Nico, I didn't read out your damn aliens leeching your testosterone comment. I just remembered. But yes, those damn aliens. After all, Activision Blizzard owns the rights to Sierra games. They did release some, but didn't have any interest in continuing the franchise. That's true. They did experiment briefly with the King's Quest reboot / re-imaging. But yeah, like they haven't really supported like anything else from the Sierra catalog as far as I know. Keep them. Yeah, a lot of companies pick up old franchises to keep them dead or something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think maybe I guess there are a lot of people in those companies that do care about the properties, but they've got to make a business case within, like LucasArts / Lucasfilm. I think they had like a small group of fans that petitioned to remake Monkey Island 1 and 2. So I guess it's possible if you got a dedicated enough employees, but yeah, I guess not feasible enough everywhere. Okay, police car. Who's this? The Suffolk County Police Department is getting more straightforward about taking bribes. There are rates posted on the side of Noah's bomb squad car. Wait, that's him. That's him. Maybe Callahan will get a subtle reference in Ready Player One, Part 12. Oh God, for some reason I remembered that Ready Player 2 existed, and that book was not good.
Hey, if you're hoping to get into low Earth orbit, you'll have to do better than my car. It's standard issue, stays on the ground most of the time.
Okay, most of the time. Who's Bel Air? Fast Eddie's Costigan's lovingly restored 1958 Chevy Bel Air is in cherry condition. Personally, you think he's nuts for allowing it out of the garage, but Eddie insists that it's to be admired, not hidden. Fair enough. Whose Explorer is this? Mickey Finn's Explorer is one of a few vehicles that gives him the headroom he needs. His only real other option is a convertible, but the sight of him has been known to cause accidents. Rushbright, no worries. This is Josie's cycle. It's boss. It's extra boss. The Roadster. This old Roadster gives Doc the width he needs to sit comfortably, and the style, wide, rounded, bigger than life, suits him perfectly. The truck. Ours is our truck. Your aging pickup sits in its parking space, the engine ticking now and then as it cools. The floors in the truck bed are crammed with old magazines, wrappers, catalogs, and mysterious objects that you can't for the life of you figure out how they got there. We've got another car here, a Jeep. Joe's Wrangler has a peculiar odor, a mixture of German Shepherd and Old Spice. Can we drive our truck?
Maybe we should take Squish's runabout, wherever it is.
I suppose. We won't get into outer space in my pickup unless it explodes.
Hey, as I've said, there's nothing you can do with a normal car to make it blow up. At most, you might start it burning. Falling off a cliff won't make a car blow up. Only a dissatisfied business rival or a stunt coordinator can do that. Pity the hundreds of spinal cases every year who were pulled from non-burning wrecks by movie fans afraid of the inevitable explosion.
Today I learned. What if we drive another car that neither of us own? You got a truck of your own if you need one. Okay. Part of what makes Callahan's place feel safe is the way the trees block the bar from the congested turnpike. The predominance of evergreens maintains this illusion of remoteness, even in the winter. Look at the stores. Being set back from the main boulevard means that Callahan's doesn't get a lot of walking clientele. Besides the deli across the street, the stores are a typical assortment of car dealerships, diners, donut shops, strip malls, and the occasional mom and pop place that stubbornly insists on fighting the franchise wars. Look at cars. At the other end of the driveway is 25A, a thoroughfare that runs the length of Long Island. There's a deli across the street where Mike buys sandwiches for the free lunch. Piotr's house is just a mile or two down the road. Oh, okay. How do we... Oh, I guess we can go there when we have that quest. The sky at this time in the evening makes you wistful, but at least you're seeing the colours again. Barbara had eyes the colour of the horizon at twilight, and for a long time after she and Jessica died, everything was grey, particularly the sky. Oh, donuts! Oh man, I could go for a donut. Can we look at the moon? Can. On nights like these, you feel like you could just reach up and touch the moon. And you can. It's just a painting. Alright, cool. Do we use the keyring here? Yes, we can. You push the button on Squish's keyring, and the ground trembles for a moment as a large spaceship warps into view. I guess we found it. Okay.
Wow, I want one of those.
Platform. Look at platform. This round platform is roughly 8 feet in diameter. You see no means of propulsion or power source. But then again, you know almost nothing about propulsion or power sources beyond household electricity and automobiles. So far, this game hasn't let me get soft locked. Like, I don't know if the game was just being gentle during the chocolate quest, but anytime where I thought it was soft locked, it turned out I wasn't. So I'm assuming I don't need to pick up anything, or if I do need to pick something up, the game will prevent me from going further. Platform floats several inches off the ground, allowing you to get your fingers wrapped around the edge, but it will not move at all. Alright, let's get on the platform. You step on the platform. Noah right behind you, and it whisks you into the shuttle. Cutscene. Oh. Platform seals itself into the floor of a saucer. That's odd, you think? The saucer looks enormous from the outside, but it is horrifyingly cramped on the inside. The race that created such a craft either has never learned how to properly harness the warping of space. Most races glom onto the fact that it's better to make something look smaller outside and be larger inside, or just simply never learn to pack properly. It's a 1997 Civilized game. I think Legend Games had no softlocks for some time already. That's interesting, because I was scared of playing Legend games for a while because I thought there would be softlocks. I'll have to find out what the cutoff is for that, because there's a few Legend games, at least in the late 90s, that I want to check out. I think it was like, what was it, Mission Control, I think it was. And then there's Shannara, I think. And there's Deathgate. And there's another one. There was like another game that they made just after this one. It was John Saul's Blackstone Chronicles. I think that was like their last graphic adventure. Mission Critical. Okay, yeah. So everything from like Deathgate onwards, I wouldn't mind checking out. So if there's no softlocks, I'm probably more likely to play it. Noah walks over to one of the two seats in front of what appears to be a control panel. A moment later, when the Vertigo are being pulled 50 feet into the air on a large serving platter with no visible means of support passes, you take the other seat. Meanwhile, back at Callahan's place.
Gee, do you think I could have told him how to work the controls? Nah, he'll figure it out. You think?
You see anything like a driver's manual?
Not offhand. Even if I did, would it be in English?
Good point. Think Squish would give us a driving lesson?
That might be a little too obvious for the Hive. We don't know if he can even get away with leaving the keys.
So?
So, we'll have to wing it. Squish did say it was idiot-proof.
Yeah, one idiot. There's two of us.
Seriously, I think we can pretty much do what we want.
There's two of
Squish
them.
said we couldn't really hurt anything, so let's poke around for a while and see what happens, and maybe we can figure it out.
Hey, you have the con.
Aye, Captain.
Hey, old man. Alright, so what's that? We've got a hatch. Let's have a look around. A storage locker, a storage cabinet, garbage. A whole bunch of panels. And a strange old man. Okay. No, I don't want the introduction. Save. Alright, 21. Spaceship. What have we got here? We've got the window. Look at window. From the looks of things, someone in Queens is throwing a rave party.
Struth, where is the poop deck on this asset book?
Slim Fat asking the important questions. Where's the poop deck? Look at the whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit up here. We've got air freshener. You sincerely hope Squish purchased this on Earth, because if both Earth and extraterrestrial civilizations developed this simultaneously, that would be just too scary. You pulled the little pine tree off the windshield. Alright, cool. I do like how the items in the game, I told you to go before I left. I like how the items kind of blend in with the background. Like, I think it's just part of the art style. Like it doesn't always look obvious what is background and what is an item you can pick up. I didn't have to go then. Look at the whatchamacallit.
Call it overhead looks to me like a plasma stabilizer. That is, if they modeled it after the one they have on the bridge on that new program, Babylon Voyager 9 and beyond.
Earlier Legend games are very challenging but quite fair. Time Quest is one of my all-time favorites for scope and ambition alone. Time Quest is actually on my list of games to have a look at. Because I'm kind of playing like a time travel block. This one hasn't had much time travel in it, but Discord had a bit of time travel, and Orion Burger, and Dave Tentacle, which I played a bit earlier. So yeah, I made a list of all the time travel adventure games I could think of, and Time Quest did come up. In other games it would be a problem. In this game it's encouraged to look at everything to get rewarded with a pun, so you see what's available to take. Yeah, this game has so much like dialogue and text to read. It's quite impressive. Toy with whatchamacallit. So it's not a game you can kind of rush through. Noah presses several overhead buttons at random. A moment later, a thin tinted sheet of plexichloronoleum slides down the top of the windshield for a few inches, semi-conveniently forming a full-length sun visor. Okay. But Noah has already pressed too many buttons, and the sun visor immediately retracts again into the machinery along the top of the windshield. Hopefully, we don't need that. Okay, okay, so we've got a whatchamacallit, we've got a wozy whatsits.
You think it's a moon roof?
You know, I never understood that expression. Do you know what kind of position you'd have to get in to throw someone a moon through a roof like that?
Maybe it's a sunroof.
Yeah, you could probably throw your son out of a roof like that.
As the words come out of Noah's mouth, you can tell by the way he trails off at the end that he's afraid he'll put his foot in his mouth. Even the folks who know you best get uncomfortable sometimes talking about vehicular death in front of you. What does it mean? What kind of backstory are they alluding to? But Noah's seen more than his share of that particularly gruesome way to go, and more than once it's involved friends and colleagues of his. But he's never been the cause of it. He's never been the cause of it. Experiment with the who's he what's it. You think, yeah, some guy in a hat. I think you're right. But the game, they've talked about it a bit more in the books that I've read so far, but they haven't really. That was the most they've alluded to that time in the game so far. So for practical purposes, and to put Noah a bit more at ease, you casually reach up and flip a few of the switches. It comes to life, and the unit hanging down swings across and reaches out with multiple arms. About a half foot higher than the top of Noah's hat. The arms, with flexible pads on the ends, move in slow circles and knead the air. After about 20 seconds, they retract, and the device shuts off. What? What is... Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay. Thingamajig. The controls are unlabeled. You want that chair? It looks pretty comfy. The controls are unlabeled, but you and Noah discuss it and agree there must certainly be a self-correcting vector-directed refractor selector. Let's fiddle with that. At your urging, Noah reaches up and behind himself and switches on the thingamajig. Instantly, a small whirring disc, covered with some sort of hair, slides out of a slot and through the top headrest. Reaching a speed of at least 500 RPM, it buffs the nape of Noah's neck to a brilliant sheen before he even knows what hit him. He yelps and pitches forward. The whirring disc, sensing its victim has moved off, retracts into the slot, which shuts behind it.
Noah, I never realized your neck could be so alluring.
Take a number, bub. With this neck, I can do a lot better than you.
You pretend to pout. Oh my. My concern is that these random-looking device, these randomly named devices actually have a purpose in a puzzle somewhere, and I'm not writing down what they all do. So hopefully I'm not going to miss anything. Seatbelts. Look at seatbelts.
I guess 2 seatbelts are necessary for a strapping lad like Squish.
Yes, with that larger brainstem, his spine could buckle at high speeds.
Fasten seatbelt. You strap on your own belt, an automatic precaution you've been taking for a long time. When Noah doesn't do the same, you lean over again automatically.
Pardon me, Jake, but I'll handle my own seatbelts, thanks. I'm not ready to take our relationship to a higher plane.
Is that supposed to be shuttle diplomacy?
Oh my. Okay, look at chair. It looks marvelous. What? Take the seat. Why? Is the show about to start? Sit on seat. You've already taken the left-hand seat. This one's Noah's. It just worked out that way. No big whoop. Okay. We can talk to Noah. Oh, there's a thingy over here.
In my professional opinion, this is a neural synchronization unit, probably for evasive maneuvers, so that the pilot only has to think about the direction he wants the shuttle to move. Very slick piece of equipment.
I like how... So much sexual tension. I like how both of these guys are immediately experts on alien spacecraft. Okay, we've got a doohickey. How in place were seatbelt laws in 97? Probably well established by then. I know in Australia were. I don't know how it was in the US states. Space Quest and Police Quest made a big deal of seatbelts. That's true, yeah. Police Quest, I think you broke the law and you were fired. Space Quest, I think you just died if you forgot to put your seatbelt on. Look at the doohickey.
I'm not sure, but I think I've read enough science fiction to feel moderately certain that these are probably instruments of some sort.
You really want to stick your neck out that far, eh?
Possibly.
Yeah, definitely in 97, Australia-wide, they were mandatory. You move a few of the sliding controls.
Good equalization.
Old man Koss would be pleased.
Note to customers. If you have the new Turtle Beef Prismo sound card, you can hear this sophisticated effect for yourself by hitting Alt 14. Alt 14. Oh man, I don't have a 14. F14 key. Click it or ticket was a big thing here in the US in the 90s. Oh really? Okay. At least they had a jingle. A slogan. Oh, there's a noise. Okay, I've got a control panel. Do we use this? Lookout control panel. The wide control panel is no doubt perfectly comprehensible to an alien mind, but the symbols and organization are completely unfamiliar to you. Alright, operate. You can touch the panel all over the place, but only the lit buttons have any effect. Alright. Operate. Mind Cozy, welcome in. We're just trying to find some lit buttons. Aren't these lit buttons? Operate? Oh, do you mean these buttons? Oh, okay. Oh no, okay. Oh right, because this is my side, so that's his side. This button is lit, fam. Alright, what's this? The redundant thingamajig. Look at. To you, this looks like a quantum state matter I/O phase pump. Yeah, that's true. Engage. You press one of the buttons, and from deep within the shuttle comes the growl of a fuel pump.
Sounds like a 1970 El Camino.
Feel the redundant thingamajig. This unit and all its component parts are made from something like a very tough, hard rubber. Isn't that odd? It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. What? Okay, I've got monitors and a toasted monitor. A series of monitors keeps flashing schematics.
Have I seen those schematics before? Hey, those are from GM's annual report.
I don't know what's more disturbing, that the aliens have some sort of interest in General Motors, or that you recognized their annual report.
Based on what you're reading, F14 should be a key that Dos would recognize. Possibly? I mean, I think it's a joke in the game. But also my keyboard doesn't have an F14. So I'd have to use like a keyboard mapper probably.
Where have I... Hey.
I don't...
F24 for the standard scan codes. I guess maybe that's like the extended keyboard. I don't know if the original even had F11, F12. Hell no. You have 10 shares of GM stock from your junior high young stockbrokers of the America Club. You want to keep half an eye on this. Alright. Toasted monitor. This monitor looks exactly like your TV did after the first time you watched Rush Limbaugh? Whoever that guy is. However you pronounce his name. An early IBM model. Except this one doesn't have your remote sticking out of it. Push one of the buttons under the monitor. A few sad, scraggly wires grow red and go out. As they do, you hear a human voice below the word feminazi. What? Okay. That must be Mr. Rush. Built into the bulkhead is a locker in desperate need of refinishing. Eversuit. Do we get to go out in space? Like actually in space, not in a spaceship. You regard the helmet with this distaste. Limbaugh was a right-wing radio presenter who briefly had a TV show. I didn't know he had a TV show. I kind of vaguely knew he was a radio presenter. But it's also one of those words that I pronounce in my head. So I don't think I've actually said his name out loud. You see the helmet snaps onto the Eversuit and it's more than big enough for your puny human head. Okay. The bulky suit, looking much like the suits astronauts wear in spacewalks, is stuffed into the locker. Can we take it? Can we search it? It's jammed in too tightly in the locker to be picked through. If you should even be picking through it in the first place, right?
Squish loaned me the shuttle. I'm merely helping clean it out.
Huh?
Wasn't talking to you.
Who are you talking to? You pull the big stuffed bulky suit out of the locker.
My God, look.
It's still unwrinkled.
Hey, this really must be a superior race.
Yes, and it explains why they never had to learn to pack properly.
Take the helmet. You pull the helmet from the locker, knock a few tiny multi-legged robotic spiders from it, and carry it with you. Okay, you poke around the corners and find nothing but a few little scraps of fiber carbonate frame, from which the shuttle pieces had to be detached before being assembled. Okay, close the locker. Storage cabinet. A rusty battered cabinet of alumoplasty plywood is built into the base of this panel. You pull the cabinet door open. Inside, looking mouldy and dusty, are a pair of long hooked gloves, which you take and then shut the cabinet door. Okay, so I guess we have to put all this stuff on. What else we got? We've got garbage. The secondary backup garbage becomes active if the primary trash should suddenly become useful. Alright, pick through. With Noah hanging around, you're feeling inhibited about your trash picking. So you just sort of kick it around a little bit, eyeing it carefully to see if you turn over anything interesting. You don't. So maybe we have to lose Noah and then we can search the rubbish. Or maybe it's just part of the joke. Squish's shuttle needs detailing and fumigating. Okay. So you pretend to drop Squish's keyring into the pile, and as you retrieve it, overturn some of the bigger chunks. You find nothing. Alright. Okay, we've got a backup doohickey, a manual whatchamacallit, a woozy what's it override. Oh god. I've got a secondary Weeble Fetzer, and an emergency thingy, and a woozy what's it override. Okay. And a hatch. Look at hatch. A doorway comprised of 4 identical segments takes up one end of the shuttle. You reach out for the hatch, looking for a button or panel or some other way to open it. The moment your fingertips touch the surface, a high-pitched buzz suggests that you're trying to do something you can't do. So I heard you like moon logic. Oh no. Hopefully there's, Well, I think we're going to be closer to the moon, so that might make sense. Maybe you can only use a platform to enter or exit the shuttle unless it's docked with a compatible vessel. Wait, what was that? Was that buzz? Alright, let's have a look at these whatchamacallits. This is clearly a Whoosy-What's override, which controls the intermix between matter and its antimatter equivalent, the reaction that makes interstellar travel possible. You punch a few of the buttons, and a light blinks unexpectedly above one of the hoses. You unplug the hose, and it squirts a brown bubbly solution at you. Quickly replacing the hose, you then lift a drop of liquid to your nose and sniff at it. You taste it.
Root beer, I think.
Delicious. To your trained eyes, this emergency thingy obviously initiates a second-level Baryon sweep. You press the large red button. The system ka-chunks to life, and suddenly there's a loud hum behind you. You spin around in time to see a thick, frothy liquid sweep over the front of the viewport. Two armatures, each with a thick black rubber-like edge, pivot into view and cut semicircular swaths through the froth. This happens several times.
This is a normal unit. Without it, space travel is but the fever dream of a madman.
Oh man, what is that from, James Nico? L units. Which sci-fi series is that? This happens several times, while the rest of the froth seems to evaporate quickly. Now everything looks a little clearer. Oh, it's Futurama, really? I thought Futurama, they just adjusted the cosmological constant or something. Or the speed of light, that's right. They changed the speed of light so they could travel faster. Does a lowercase l count? I think so. A lunate. You know it doesn't? Oh, it doesn't? Okay. After a brief exchange, you and Noah come to the conclusion that this must be a secondary Weibel-Fetzer. Activate it. You stand up, throw what looks like a primary switch, and take your seat, just in time to avoid having your secondary Weibel-Fetzered right before your eyes. Okay. You may not know everything, but you know a hydrogenic biometric precipitator when you see one. You access the main power supply. The unit begins to click softly. A moment later, a thin ribbon of smoke drifts out of a small grill on the panel. Didn't that happen in Star Trek at one point where Q becomes human? His suggestion to a problem was to simply change the gravitational constant of the universe. There's an episode of DS9 where Bashir meets up with some of his let's just say his cousins, like very, very smart cousins without spoiling some plot points. And they get bored and they're really smart and they realize that the universe is going to destroy itself in like 65 billion years. So they want to try and change the cosmological constant to fix it. And then Geordie finds some nerd way to do that in the sci-fi scale. Yeah, Geordie, the nerd.
Hey, new car smell.
Okay, so back up. You proudly proclaim to Noah that you've read more than enough graphic novels to recognize the subsystem bypass attenuator when you see one. You trip what looks like the central switch. Banks of lights begins to flash. How much time did Josh Mandel spend writing all this? And you punch buttons at random for several minutes. Then a larger light begins to flash, and the buttons cease to have any effect. Okay, and then we've got the override here. This is clearly a Whoosy-What's override, which controls the intermix between the carbonated water and the syrup, the reaction that makes soda pop possible. 97. When graphic novels were still in quotation marks. Nowadays the term is used unironically, yeah. I mean, and this is like... I mean, you're playing a computer game, like... You're already a nerd if you're playing this game. Before you punch the buttons, you remove the hose and stick it in your mouth. Then you push buttons at random and the hose begins to chug.
Ew. Electrolyte replacement sports beverage.
Like a balloon. There's too much air in it. Oh, that's when the Harlem Globetrotters are trying to save the day, isn't it? And they use like a poor analogy to explain everything. Okay, what have we got? I've got a thingamabob. Oh man, we're almost out of gear. I've got a what's it and a something or other and a thingamabob. Okay. You think this thingamabob is a lateral sensor array. We've got a lateral sensor array. Noah says it's a supplementary impulse array. After poking around it for a while, you can't decide whether it's this array or that array. You do, however, decide to stop poking at it before it becomes permanently in a disarray. Alright, let's play with it. As you press what looks like one of the more important buttons, the button suddenly loses all resistance, and your finger sinks all the way into the panel. You feel something clamp down on the finger, and then a sharp pinprick. It's the machine of death. It's going to tell him how he's going to die. You pull frantically at the finger, and a few panicky seconds later, the finger is released. You pull it out and find that you bled slightly. Lights on the panel flicker for a minute, and then a small window opens up with an unlit pink bulb and a lit blue bulb. Oh, okay, so it's the gom jabber. What? I guess blue bulb means we're a boy. You're off to bed, Rush Pirate? No worries. Have a good sleep, and thanks for hanging out. Let's have a look at this. What's it for Rush Pirate?
Judging by the configuration of these panels, I'd say we're looking at an antimatter reflex monitor here.
Space diabetes test. Oh, maybe. Maybe if we eat some chocolate, it'll tell us. If we're pregnant, yeah. After careful study, what appears to be the antimatter reflex monitor, you flip on what's certain to be the initialization switch.
What's that, Willie? You found a flight data recorder or so-called black box?
Who's that voice with that? Oh, it must be a radio. You love to watch the whole episode of Little Willie the Winsome Whale, but the game is afoot. Alright, so we found a radio. That was a what's it? Something or other?
This something or other bears all the traditional markings of a Corbomite diagnostic rectifier, down to the little flap covering the small niche.
Closer examination reveals that the something or other is very soiled and heavily used, much more so than most other pieces of equipment on board. Even the aliens are reinforcing the gender binary. Damn it. Well, we don't even know how many I guess genders these aliens have. You don't find any sort of on-off switch, but you stick your hand into the niche. Immediately your hand is bathed in a weird light, so you pull your hand out again before it can even be fried or removed or anything. Apparently the only way to activate this device is to put things into it. Oh, okay. Can we put something into it, like a pencil? You put the pencil into the niche, the flap shutting behind it. From around the flap, you see a purple slight shimmer for a moment. The light shuts off.
Only 7 genders. Nothing too complicated.
Yeah, it's a good number of genders. The light shuts off and you remove the pencil, which seems a little worse for wear. A paler blue light fills the niche, and a pencil appears inside. You take the duplicate pencil and examine it. The duplicate is not as good. It's less comfortable to hold, the eraser is crumbly, and either the lead's too thin or the bore too wide, because the lead just spins around uselessly in the middle when you try to write with it. Did we just find like a 3D printer? A replicator? Tossing the useless duplicate into the garbage, you think for a moment of how much we take for granted the precision of the modern pencil. Did we put other things in it? The tire iron's too big for the something or other. So if we didn't do the pencil, the chocolate quest, could we not? We wouldn't have the pencil, so we wouldn't have anything to put into the something or other. So the order, I guess, is kind of important for some of the Easter eggs. The gom jabber is a June thing. Ah, okay. A ring with a fatally poisonous tipped needle used to kill people unexpectedly. Gotcha. I've seen June once, the original. And Zizzy, thank you. How are you going, Emily? I take it you had a bit of a nap. Also, I don't think I got to shout you out before. Oh, that's right. The 1,000 follower special featuring 2,000 followers. Man, I should do a 1,000 follower special. Can I put chocolate in this device? Put the chocolate bar into something or other. You're not taking any chances with this chocolate. It has to last you until Faxon gets that stuff into mass production. FDA approval should only take a few decades. Just trying to peer pressure me. Thank you. It's good. Let's pray for the best. I need a bit of peer pressure. You place the air freshener into the niche and allow the flap to shut behind it. The device comes to life, and the niche seems to fill with a bright purple light. Yeah, congratulations on hitting 2,000 followers too. The light shuts off, and you remove the air freshener. It seems a little drier and not as pungent as it was before. How's the game going? We got into an alien spaceship, and now we're trying to figure out how it works. Well, I found the control panel, but I haven't really played with it yet because I wanted to look around the room. I just found like an Easter eggy like device that lets me duplicate items. The pale blue light fills the empty niche for a moment. When it clicks off, you open the flap and look inside. You extract from the niche another air freshener, as dry and crisp as the original is now. Sonnevel, don't play a sci-fi adventure game challenge. What? That's impossible. I think some scenarios become available only after completing some of the other ones. It did feel like I had... so when I talked to Callahan at the start of the game, it did feel like I had 3 options, like Josie, the 200-year-old guy, Piotr, and he did say something about the new interlopers. Do I need to poop? No. I do not, Emmy. You're shifting about a lot. I just shift. I do not. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you for your concern. Standard modules, alright. Cheers. Between the acrid pine scent of the original air freshener and the redolent old food trash on the floor, you have enough of a sense of being in the forest. Already have enough of a sense of being in the forest primeval. Turning up the gain on the pine will only make things worse.
Take a shit.
Take a shit. Gotta ask? Okay. I didn't know that was part of the mod duties. I've been a bad mod. You crumple up the new freshener and toss it away. I like how everyone's figuring out the Sabatso swearing workarounds. Monitor. Takes you several minutes to dope it out, and Noah is no help, because he's not a computer user, but you finally identify this program as a quicken for Superior Alien Races 1.0. You've been backed up for over a year? Oh no. You need more fiber. Ha! They bought a first version. Maybe they're not as smart as they think they are. What have we got? We've got a can. We've got snacks. We've got books. We've still got a bit to go. We've got the tubing. The spongy metallic leodotinium ducts remind you of the massive coils of aluminium duct that your friend Freddie used to import to Long Island from Peking. It was superb stuff. Very flexible, very heat resistant. They were usually dealt in huge lengths for industrial and construction purposes. Sheet. Used to get you the scrap ends, useful for clothes dryers, costumes, reducing stereo cord clutter, hamster villages, and so on. You'd rather never have a bowel movement again than eat Weet-Bix. Weet-Bix is so good. I don't know what you're complaining about. I mean, I realize it's probably like texture issues and stuff, but yeah, like, I don't know, I really like Weet-Bix. You always wanted to make a movie about this. You call it The Ends of Freddy's Coil. I'm sure that's a pun. Touch the tubing. Rolled oats for the win. They're not too bad. It's crispy and warm like Long Island duct, which is really Peking duct. Okay, that was terrible. We've got a keyboard. Look at the keyboard. The new Micro Natural TM soft keyboard is supposed to improve your posture at the workstation. You don't know whether or not it works as advertised, but you find it interesting that a 4-armed alien apparently prefers it.
Shit, fuck this.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to do more research on how to sense the Sabatso. Where's the take a crap point redemption? Quirk, what? don't need one. Also, did I say hello to you earlier, Quirk? I don't know if I did, but I'll give you a shout out. Melting your CPU with Noita. Turn off the monitor. Since you're not sure if Squish has saved his account information recently, you decide it's safer to leave it on. What about Chain Eat Weet-Bix Redemption? Oh no. How many wheat bix do I eat in a chain? Like, dry wheat bix are not. You don't eat dry wheat bix. Look at the can. Soft drink of choice seems to be anything from Florida's Boca-Cola company, including Mocha-Cola, Take-A-Cola, or is that Toca-Cola? Yoca-Cola, and your personal favorite, Almond Roca-Cola. Oh no, I missed what Spatzo said.
Struth, fuck us.
Focus, thank you. Don't eat dry wheat bix? Sounds like quitters talk. Can you eat chocolate? Can you put like chocolate milk on wheat bix? You'd eat a strawberry Big M bix. That is a really good idea. I haven't tried that. I'm gonna have to get some strawberry Big M. Because it's like half a liter of milk. So yeah, let me see if I can do.
Sorry, I won't finish that. Please know about me.
I mean, I was playing a game called Little Willy for like the last 8 streams, so I think you'd be okay, Wolf Rock. Big brain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. Search the can. You turn the can upside down and shake it, but not even a drop remains. This leads you to wonder briefly what it would be like to have a prehensile tongue, like Squish's.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Should I make a sound command for that?
You're talking about beans.
Talking about beans. Oh my god. Yes? Alright.
It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
Reported. Oh my god. Proceed, doctor, about Wolf Rock. Okay, that's your new message tone. What did you miss? Yeah, I might as well. All right. Let me get the old Audacity out. It was just so surprising.
Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky!
Okay. Where was it? Was it the can?
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Search. Okay.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Nice.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
And export. Man, there's a lot of good lines in this. Oh dear, yeah. And send it to you. All right, Quidman. Just send me a DM later, and I'll send it to you. Might as well record it just in case. Exploitable. If it's I mean, I don't know. I haven't really. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you for clipping that. Who's that? Who's that behind me? Oh, Evie. Hello. All right, just adding the sound now. I know now why Rig has to. He's got all this scripted now. Uncommitted, yeah. Where is it? Getting. Where is it? Ah, here you go. Yep. And save. That was a very brief Eevee.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it. You're talking about beans.
Copper.
Oh, I need to add testes. I've only got testy at the moment.
Pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection. Pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection.
Thank you.
It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy. It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Times 2. What type of bot script do I use for sound commands? In Oblivion, I use a command called a tool called StreamerBot. Scandalveld. I've changed, man. Simple chat. And we have simple needs. Yeah.
Cobber, did anyone get the number on that donkey?
Oh yeah, Quirk. I haven't added donkey cart, and I haven't added it doesn't work.
I'm not speaking to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Murray. I need to get some more sound commands from Discord. Yeah, but StreamBot's pretty good. I know.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
You get me. I know. You done Hey Guy. I haven't done Hey Guy because Fractal My Mic has that as one of his sound commands, so I thought I'd let him have that one. But I do have a couple of Alone in the Dark commands that aren't Hi Guy. Yeah, Mike uses Mix It Up, I think, and I think there's a couple other bots, but I can't remember.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Thank you. All right, let's put the sound back. The sound bites are childish. Keep them coming. I mean, they're the best sound bites, I think. When's the remix coming? Like, bow, 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 bow. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Bow, bow. Sonneville sound file. Oh, no one wants that. Next to that can of a bowl of cola is a bowl full.
Top job every time. Tasmanian carpet cleaning. 236689.
The Tasmanian carpet cleaning sound font. So Pierre, thank you for the 100 bits. And thank you for the dancing household. Remix. Wow, Tasmanian. Wow. Carpet cleaning. Wow. A top job every time. The cheese that makes you go, oops. You pop a cheese flub in your mouth and the full rich flavor. Hydrate. Thank you, Ian Oblivion. The full rich flavor of the irradiated cheese product. Powder melts in your tongue. Keep it family friendly, please. There are children on here. Good constructive criticism, Amy. Thank you. And Gwerk, thank you for the bounder. We all know, how is Babby form? How does girl get pregnant? That's why you love processed foods. No pits, no seeds, no worms, no unpleasant surprises. At least none large enough. Gregnant. Large enough to actually see, except for the occasional finger or vermin portion. Okay. I've got magazines, I've got books. I think I've got a feeble Fetzer. Type on keyboard. You try typing, but not only is the monitor blank, but you can contuse your rotator cuff in the process. So much for the Micronatural TM soft keyboard. Empower the monitor. You could say turn on the monitor, or switch on, or activate the monitor, but empowering has such a positive connotation, doesn't it? That's what all the NBA say. Anyway, you turn on the monitor, and a hazy image slowly comes into view. The symbols are strange, but the configuration is vaguely familiar. You finally think you have it translated as, it is now safe to shut off your computer. Type on keyboard. You try typing, but the image on the keyboard doesn't change. Apparently you can't do anything except turn off the computer. Hey streamer. Hey, yeah, Amy, what's up? You feel unsafe. Hey, guy. You feel unsafe shutting off the computer, no matter what it says. Experience has taught you well. Will I play Plan 9 for Outer Space? I have not played that. Did Tawe play that? Or did she play Leather Goddesses from Phobos 2? Cirrus654, welcome in. I think it's on my list, but I haven't got any plans to play it soonish. Is this a game or a movie? It's both. Cookies and hot cocoa. Is it using... Like, it looks pretty janky, and I don't know if it shares like an engine with any other game. Were you also thinking of playing it? Only cookies that are made from oats, banana, and maple syrup, and that's it. That sounds pretty good. You dump the cookies into the hot cocoa, it's a plus plus. All I have is water at the moment. Let's look at the magazines. Either Squish is obsessed with testosterone, or he's a bodybuilder. Ooh. He's got copies of Men's Glandular Monthly, the House Organ of the American Testosterone Association, Thick Neck Quarterly, Men's Muscles with a pull-out guide, 6 weeks to distended veins and ropey neck cords, and a periodical for jocks. You weren't planning on playing it? Okay. I don't wanna step on anyone's streaming toes. Anzac Biscuits are pretty good too. You didn't know there was a Plan 9 game, Robot Spacer? I don't know if it was well received. You only play the Tim Minchin in Entertainment FMVs from 1997. Very, very wise. Or maybe Plan 9 got confused with the operating system, the movie, and Leather Goddess from Phobos. You leaf through the magazines and find the articles to be short, simplistic, and amazingly similar. So this is when this is before ChatGPT was invented. Within 3 minutes, you finish reading 6 articles on how to get washboard abs in 4 minutes a day, 3 articles on how to trim your waistline in 5 minutes a day, 2 articles about how to get a complete workout in 6 minutes a day, and a quiz to find out if you're really cheating on your wife or you're just trying to revitalize your sex life. Exclusively play games, inspired by Ed Wood.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Thank you, for washboard abs. It's the sound effect that keeps on giving. Alright. Look at books. An interesting selection of Earth literature, including The Three Stooges in Outer Space, a novel by Alan Dean Foster. Wait, is Alan Dean Foster... Didn't he write like a whole bunch of novelization? No, didn't he write like the novelization of The Dig? Or he did something. Yeah, a whole bunch of novelizations, including Alien. What's The Dig? Yeah, it's probably nothing to worry about. Oh no, he did. He did do a novelization of the game that will not be named. And novelization of the Chronicles of Riddick. And The Thing. A bunch of Transformers and Terminator books. Synergist was inspired by Ed Wood. Was it? Is that true? That'd be cool if it was, but... Glen or Glenda game went... Oh. Is that... Would that be possible to be done in a tasteful way? Probably not. Game Dev Jeff, hello. Thank you for the bounders. I think 3 bounders. Yes? Okay. Let's go read the books. Oh, they're different. I'm Having Your Baby, an open letter to parents by Michael Jackson. Thank you for the bounders, Emmy. You gotta let them out the exercise. Yeah, that's true. They do get a bit squirrely if they're all cooped up. Babylon Zul, welcome in. Thank you for the bounder. You read the novel Chronicles of Riddick? Really? Oh, I haven't read that one. This full of aged like milk. Yeah. What other ones do we have? Look at Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Lawsuit, in which Wonka's chocolate is found to contain 10 times the permitted amount of aphids, spider eggs, and Oompa Loompa hairs. Free bounders for the next minute. Bounder happy hour. Oh no. Thank you, Emmy, for organising that, I guess. How's it going? Oh, Babylon Saw, you're very welcome. What were you playing? You're playing, was that Baldur's Gate 3? How are you finding Baldur's Gate 3? I still haven't played 1 and 2 yet. Oh no, Ian, everyone, thank you for the bounders. I guess Emmy's busy refunding points. I guess I'll just play the game while you guys amuse yourself. Okay. You thumb through the dog-eared copy of the pop-up book of dog ears, but it doesn't hold your attention. Okay, Michael Jackson, Willy Wonka, Tolkien, Never Heard of the Guy, by Robert Eddings and David Jordan. So yeah, Mind Cozy, Robert Spacer, Camp Jeff, Rain Dog, James Neko, Ian Oblivion, Babylon Zul, thank you for the bounders. You're promoting engagement? You should give. All right, I'll double your salary. Stick out your jaw, roll your eyes, and strike a pose. A Guide for Comedians by Jim Carrey. 10 seconds left. Keep going, everyone. You can do it. The only way you'd ever have enough time for Baldur's Gate 3 is on stream. It's so good. Maybe best RPG you've ever played. But you're a D&D fan, so it resonates a bit with me. I'm scared of playing a game that's that addictive. What is this? In your expert X-File watcher's opinion, this black brushed aluminium panel must be a biaxial stasis generator for a nucleonic drive. Alright. You find what looks like the main toggle switch and flip it on. A grid of light winks to life, and you press buttons at random, hoping to achieve something definite. Finally, you do. Hey, you sunk my battleship! How's it going? It's going really well. So, I found an air freshener like an hour ago, and I found this control panel, and I've just spent all this time just looking around the room and interacting with stuff. Oh yeah, and we added some new sound commands. So there's testy.
It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
And there's beans.
You're talking about beans.
And then there's the one that Emmy suggested, if you wanted to use that. You've randomly got a craving for a Hungry Jack's burger. I think the closest Hungry Jack's to me is like an hour away. Oh, I'm sorry, Quit Man. I used to live a few decades ago.
Thank you. We like you.
We do. I used to live like literally a block away from a Hungry Jack's burger place. And just anytime I was hungry, like I would just go there because it was easier than cooking food. And I put on so much weight. It was not good.
Truth, I am getting wet just thinking about it.
Of course, the bait so. So I've got a control panel. I've also got to talk to Noah. I haven't talked to him yet, so have a quick look at him. See what if he's got anything new to talk about.
I could use some help with these controls.
Hey, get me to something with live wires you need taken apart. I'm your man. But I've spent no time in alien whistles.
You know as much about these controls as I do.
Exactly. Your guess is as good as mine. If I start playing with the controls and you start playing with the controls, that's one too many people playing with the controls. I'll let you know if I think you're going to do anything dangerous.
Yes. It's never time to post forbidden Sonnenwald photos. That's probably for the best. Alright. So I've now got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go save. Overwrite save game. Yes, please. Hack Guy makes a solid point. It's a pretty good point, actually. Like you're experimenting with the buttons, and then if he's doing the same. Okay, so what have we got? It's no doubt perfectly comprehensible to an alien mind, but the symbols and organization are completely unfamiliar to you. Oh yeah, that's my Discord. Thank you for getting a link.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Thank you, Amy. Okay, this one. Boop. The shuttle smoothly glides away from Callahan's roof and sweeps up into the exosphere at astonishing speed. You can barely feel a pull inside the cabin, and the engine's mellow hum gives a little clue to the extraordinary power at work.
So, that must have been the takeoff button.
Okay. What's this button do? That must be the land button. Okay. the heartbeat buttons. Okay. Oi. What does this do? What's this do? What's this do? What's this do? Nothing happens, and you hear a beep from the up and down arrows in the red area at the left. Perhaps you need more speed. Alright. Oh, okay, so this kind of cycles through some stuff. And there's a radar here. The ship bucks, and you see a flare head down from the ship to Earth. You must have just fired a shot at Callahan's, which is on the little monitor. Fortunately, you know that Mickey Finn's presence in the bar will keep it from suffering any damage. And now you also know what the fire button is. Okay, cool. So that's how I shoot at things. Okay, so this... And this must cycle through different targets. So how many... Well, okay, so that's like a space station. What are these? Like moons? Alright, what does this do? There's a hum through the shuttle, and the display shows a field appear. Given that this is probably a cloaking or shielding button, you surmise that the green buttons are concerned with offense and defense. And judging from the complexity of the array above it, the red buttons are probably navigational controls. That's no moon. What's this do? Okay, so I don't think... What's that do? There's a weird wonking sound when you press this button. It's either a distress call or Squish's people have come back in time to rescue whales. Alright, cool. So I guess we use this to shoot at things. This is to turn a shield on of some kind. And this is an emergency button. So let's leave the planet, I guess. Whoop. The shuttle takes off again. Even when you're aware of what's happening, you hardly feel the motion. Okay. Okay. The one with the whales. There's a lot of references in this game. Okay, so maybe I just have to shoot. Is it just as simple as shooting at it? Let's have a look. Bloody cactus. Hello. How you going? Good morning. Desperados 3. Is that a first-person shooter, or is that more of a like an RTS Western? I forget what type of game that is. But welcome in. Okay. Don't want to shoot that. What else do we have? Oi. Maybe that's a different type of... Okay. Stealth Tactics RTS thing. It's Shadow Tactics reskinned. I see. I see. You're usually playing games I haven't heard of. Or I haven't played myself. Also, that's from 2020, so it recently came out. Okay, so can we... Okay, I need to go faster. So how do I go faster on this? Oh, that did something different. So that's a red... Okay, now I've got red and purple. I don't know what these do. Oh, what does this do? Was that there before? Ah, okay. So so this lands on the planet, and this goes to... What does this do? What? What? Okay, let me try this guy. Is this just controls the direction? So glad these controls have idiot proofing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this speed? Ooh, okay. Oh no, did we just shoot our testosterone ray at Earth? Oh no, this is fine. I think it was already doing that. Man, this is looking a bit phallic. Probably unintentional.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Sounds like a very nerdy code. Yeah, it is a testosterone ray. Yeah. A satellite with solar panels and an odd bulbous shape floats just below the shuttle. Is this meant to be like kind of vaguely Space Quest-ish? A testosterone inhibiting ray. It kind of, well, it doesn't inhibit it. It kind of breaks it down. What, isn't that how it's explained? And then we absorb the broken down testosterone into our body again. I didn't mean to delete. Oh crap. I wanted to save. Okay, 21 on spaceship. How do I... Oh, am I... Can I not go... Can I not leave? The words you don't think you'd ever type anyway. Well, there you go. I'm glad this is a game of firsts. Oh, okay. Because I want to see what this moon is. Do we need to visit the moons? Your new favorite sound? Oh no. Look at. A satellite floats nearby. You see a small American flag on it. Can I shoot it? Nothing happens. Perhaps because the shuttle's already at the location shown at the monitor. How do I know if I'm at the right one? That must be the one I'm at.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Oh, I can blow up the satellites. Okay. This is fun. Alright, so now we travel this way until we get a red... The sound effect remind you of the theme song to Short Circuit. I watched that recently. Is it Space Quest 6 now? I think it is. Josh Mandel couldn't... He had a few bit of a few last bits of Space Quest to get out of him. I feel like the fact that we can blow up the satellites means we probably have to do that at some point. Or it's just an Easter egg. Let's see what happens if we blow up all the...
Hello, little computer. I respect you, even though you've only got 64K of memory.
Thanks, Bernard. Yes! Josh Mandel, subliminal self-promotion. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. One of these... I assume this is a speed, and once we got the right number... Yeah, this goes red.
Spruce, I'm getting wet just thinking about these.
You're talking about beans. I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
There you go. Is it wrong to find Bernard Bernoulli oddly attractive? I mean, he's got the whole glasses thing going on. I can understand that.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Uh-oh.
Pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection.
That wasn't you, Wolfrock. I mean, other people can use the command too.
Screwed. Thought you were not. Guess what? You were not. Open, Perrin, you are dead, dead, dead. Close, Perrin, brought your whole adventure to a screeching halt. Open, Perrin, you are dead, dead, dead. Close, Perrin.
That song was amazing, Amy. Are you going to somehow incorporate that into your stream, or are you already sick of it? Do you have like that song on loop in your head? Sabaso doesn't know how to rock. I mean, he rocks in his own way. Maybe some sort of death is coming montage. Oh yeah, I'm the guy who thought you were dead. But guess what? I thought you were hot. But guess what? You're not. I screwed that up. But yeah. Who could possibly get sick of that? No one can. It's impossible.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Cursed. I just realized because we're talking about orbits.
Just thinking about it.
Because we're talking about orbits, who could possibly get sick of this? That's true. Because we're talking about orbits, like the different speeds means we go into different orbits. That's why we're adjusting our speed.
Screwed. Wet pipes.
What was that game? It was maximum distortion, wasn't it? Something like that. Okay. So you won't let us total distortion. That was it. Yes.
You're talking about beans.
Talking about beans. Alright, we cleaned up the radar.
You have to give me some help with these controls.
Well, I can't tell you what the answers are because I don't know. But since Squish said we couldn't do anything to hurt ourselves, I'd just push one control at a time and see what it does. It looks like there are 3 systems here, all sharing this common monitor. If we follow the traditional lines of science fiction, these could be navigation or weapons or communications, provided Squish's people differentiate things that way. We don't know. And we don't know the capabilities of the ship.
Well, okay, now we know some more things that we don't know.
Knowledge is power.
I'm getting jabbed just thinking about it.
You've been watching me do this. Has it given you any ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't understand the context for it. It seems it does, doesn't it? It just said you can't unsee Billy Mitchell. Turn the can upside down and shake it, but not even a drop remains. This leaves you to wonder briefly what it would be like to have a prehensile tongue.
I'm getting jeb just thinking about it.
Prehensile tongue like Squish's. So Squish is an alien. He must have a very useful tongue.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
I guess he's thinking of all the possibilities. Like, Josh Mandel is still around. We should just ask him what he meant. What did you mean by this?
Well,
what?
What
I'm
ideas have
getting
you
wet
gotten
just
from
thinking
watching
about
me
it.
make a fool of myself with these controls?
Oh, I think you need to use the navigation buttons that move the little brackets around until they're on the emitter, which seems obviously marked to me. Then, activate the engines, which are probably by that digital readout over there by you. I'm guessing that readout's showing us our speed.
It's a very progressive game for 97. I agree, Amy. Alright, do we just leave? It still insists on buzzing whenever you touch the surface of the hatch. Okay, do I use the keyring? You're not ready to leave the shuttle. Oh, do I wear the Eva suit? Don, we now are Eva apparel. Okay. Holding your breath, afraid of what the helmet smells like from the inside, you lower it onto your head. The smell is indeed horrific, being a cross between sushi and something like root beer, but at least it fits. Oh, do I wear the air freshener? But you broke the string when you pulled it off the windshield. Remove. You pull the helmet off your head and shake out your hair with a carefree fling. Like a woman taking off a motorcycle helmet in an advertisement for soda or blue jeans. But sushi and root beer are both good smells. I guess they don't like it. Put air freshener on the Evo helmet. Even this air freshener, with its full abrasion strength perfume, can't get rid of the concentrated alien smell in there. Unfortunately, Squish's aroma has a lot in common with spoiled pumpkin. It doesn't seem to be a suitable place to put the air freshener on the Evo helmet. You like my hair flick? Thank you, thank you. You love that not one follicle of my hair. I could feel it move in my back, in the back of my head. My beard may have trembled slightly. Thank you. Or I was having a stroke, maybe. Why not both? If Jesus was an immaculate conception, then he would have to be trans. Is immaculate conception? He would have to be trans. Is that how? Does he? How do they connect? I do have a mullet. I've got a mat. Yeah, I need a. I don't know. I don't really want to trim. I want to see how long I can get this hair. Not sure how it works, but 100% for it. Exactly. Yeah. Eva gloves on. What? Okay. Do I just wear all this stuff? Wear. You put on a pair of gloves on the ends of your sleeves where they lock into place. I'm going for terminal length. I'm probably already there. I don't know. How do you know when it's terminal length? Okay, so I've got all this stuff on. Can I leave? I've still got morphine. What do I do with the morphine? You have to be holding before you can put. Oh wait, no. Let you help with the terminal length. Oh, how do you help? Like, I just have to sit here and grow it out. That's all I can do. Okay, it's buzzing. Maybe you need to be docked with the satellite rather than just floating aside it. Oh, okay. Alright, fling our hair again. Use rice water. Okay, I will cook some rice. I believe you've mentioned rice water in the past. Okay, how do we dock? I've got a window. Control panel. Okay. Oh, what does this do? I have not made fun of you for rice water. I just confused. There would be no source of Y chromosomes, so it have to be XX. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, because there's no source for the chromosomes, so there'd be some weirdness there. Fryer patch. Isn't that? No, I'm not going to get one of those. After the docking procedure, you unfasten your seatbelt and realize for the first time that you're weightless.
Incredible. I've always wondered what this would be like.
Just be grateful you haven't gotten sick yet. Chances are we both will, and that could get messy.
Fortunately, there are plenty of things to hold on to, and the space is cramped, making it easier to move around without floating out of control. Oh, I've just noticed when I put on the spacesuit, like Jesus myself is so if I remove it, he's no longer in the spacesuit. If I wear the helmet, the helmet's there. Okay, that's cool. Okay, remove gloves. So that must be dock and undock. Am I going to cosplay as Jesus? Am I not already halfway there? You touch the hatch. We're inside the station. Emerging from the shuttle, you and Noah find yourself floating weightlessly at one end of a long corridor. Connie played. I think I do somewhere? I'm gonna have to find it. Cosplay as Charles Manson, that add a certain vibe. I don't know. I don't know if that's the kind of vibe I'm looking for, but sure. Dead men don't wear plate. Alright, these are good tips. Alright, So I've just hit. Oh man, I've almost hit the 5-hour mark. I'm just gonna go on a quick toilet break. And back when Steve Martin was actually funny. Franny looks exactly like young Manson. That's terrifying. I'm just gonna go on a quick break. I'm gonna get a fresh cup of tea. I'm gonna go on a toilet break. Babylon's all. Thank you for the bounder. And I'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm back. Thank you everybody for being patient. Thank you for all for the emotes. Oh no. Shouting out toilet time. Thank you. Thank you for shouting out toilet time. So yeah, we're on a space station. And yeah, we've got, this is me. We're now space Jesus. So let's have a look around. After Legend did Pulse Gateway. Not surprised they did another weird sci-fi adaptation. This is more comedy, I guess. And it's not. It's been bouncing around between like very simple time travel and space travel. Yeah, I haven't actually played Gateway either. I believe Dr. CDCS has played the Gateway series. Space Jesus. There's a Wikimedia. What is this? That's a nice shirt. Thank you, Lassus. I thought it might fit in with Space Jesus. Wait, why is that on Wikipedia? What's on my shirt? Oh, I just found this in the cupboard. Otherwise, I've just got the
Copper, is it Saturday now?
No, it's Wednesday.
It's still Wednesday. Please stop changing outfits and confusing me.
Sorry, Wolf Rock. Yeah, so I'm just wearing a normal shirt underneath. Yeah. And this, I don't know which shirt you want to see, but here you go. I just thought I put it on during the break. Oh, you done? You tried to reverse engineer the first one, Time Quest. I want to play Time Quest because it's got time travel in it.
You're a lumberjack.
I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so the engine was just recompiling for each game, so it's not much of the engine as more common code. Right, okay, so does Scum VM support the Legend series? I can't remember if they do or not, but it sounds like, yeah, they would just have to have the whole engine. You're approving my lack of milk and a coffee. Thank you. Yeah, if you like, I typically have soy milk if I have milk at all, and I usually don't have it in my coffee. Yeah, once I've had the idea of mucus being put in my milk, like I still have milk occasionally, but it has put me off it a bit. Bloody Cactus says a no. First Legend game was Spellcasting 101, Time Quest second. Gotcha. Okay, I remember as a kid I played a bit of Spellcasting. I think it was 301 maybe. I think that's the only one I had access to. Oat milk is good in coffee. Interesting. Okay, I've only tried soy milk. I haven't tried oat milk yet. But yeah, Spellcasting the third one, I think it was. I remember I got stuck because there was like a casino and there was like a random element, and I was like, oh, screw this. Yeah, maybe I should revisit those. But they're closer to more like text adventures, I think. So this looks like our ship. You put unsweetened soy milk in your tea. Ooh. Oh, Lasses, did they Dark Forces remaster? So they've announced because they said something on Twitter about announcing 2 new properties they were going to reboot. So Dark Force is interesting because you've already got the Force engine that just came out, the remake. So somebody's already like kind of reverse engineered the engine. So oat and almond milk work, but they don't really do anything regular milk does. Even a trailer. Ooh, might have to look at that later. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess if you're not drinking regular milk, then oat and almond will do okay. Okay, so for... Oh, they do have a trailer. Coming soon. I mean, I don't know. Kind of the cutscenes look good. I don't know. I kind of miss the chunkiness of the 320 by 240 VGA resolution. Was that the only game they announced? Because apparently they're going to reboot something else. Turok 3. That's the other game. Apparently they announced. I never really got into Turok 1 and 2, so good on them, I guess. You never played any of the Turok games? I played a bit of the first one on the Nintendo 64. Released it during your wilderness years. It was kind of pale compared to PC FPSs because the N64 had like a lot of fog because they added a lot to the game, so they didn't have to worry about draw distance. Okay, so this just goes back into the ship, I think. Okay, cool. Let's just open the hatch. Oi. Okay. We've got a conduit. We've got walls. Okay, and that just goes... Okay, so there's nothing else. We've got lights, handholds. Let's have a look. The handholds make it easy to move in the weightless environment, and they make it easier for you to maintain a sensation of up and down. The corridor feels like it's level, but that distinction keeps fading. You see nothing special about the lights. There are 4 lights, I believe. Walls of pure duranium of Paris line this chamber. 4 lights. Conduit. Look at conduit. Carboxy bake-like tubing worms its way in and out of a satellite bulkhead. Pull at the conduit. You pull on the conduits, but they seem fused to the nickelumium walls. In fact, the satellite appears so well integrated that it looks prefabricated. Okay. I guess there's not much to look at here.
Mate, look closer. There are 5 lights.
Oh, you're right. There's one up here too. Good eye, James Nico. This game is descriptive in an unsettling, very unsexy way. What do you mean?
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Sorry. What does that do?
You're talking about beans.
Oh, beans. So that does something with a conveyor belt, and then that turns it... That does something. Oh, sensors. What is this? Long bulbs covered with silvery webbing glow gently within their polycarbonyl ceride sockets. Touch. As your hand approaches the bulb, you feel a tingling sensation and an odd throb to the satellite's engines. It's almost as if you're getting closer to something that scans your tissues. Lol. Oops, caps. That's okay. Okay. Do we just go... What happens... Oh, force field. You cross the threshold into the corridor. Immediately, it fills with a vapor that reminds you of the pine-scented sawdust your grade school janitors used, only 100 times stronger. Your eyes tear uncontrollably, your stomach heaves, and your lungs feel as if you'd stuck your head in a bucket of glowing embers and inhaled deeply. You stumble back out of the corridor, unable to make more than a meter's progress. After a while, your ears and lungs clear, and your skin stops burning. Meanwhile, back at Callahan's place...
Say, do you think I should have told him how to get past the decontamination procedure? What am I saying? He'll get through it in no time.
Okay, Eva suit. I'm guessing we have to wear this now. You search the Eva suit carefully and find a whole lot of very long, very narrow pockets. You poke around in them as well as you can until you discover that you're not really equipped to search in these pockets without some sort of tongs. Nevertheless, with a lot of effort, you finally manage to grasp the idea that somebody must be playing a very nasty trick on you. Then, just when you're ready to give up, you find an object in one of the pockets and you're able to slip it out and into your hand. What are you clicking again for? Don't you get it? Oh, you find a tube. And something that looks like a contact lens case. If you've ever snorted ketamine, I have not. Every pocket feels like that. Good to know. Good to know. Wasn't there an article recently where they were saying like that's apparently what Elon Musk takes occasionally to help his depression? So you're told. Gotcha. Emergency putty tube. Look out. This is a tube of putty, probably for repairing the spacesuit, but it's impossible to know for sure since you can't read the instructions. That explains a lot. It does. Elon Farley's Rusk. Oh, I don't understand that reference, but I'll nod because he's such a big fat baby. Oh, you mean like Rusk, like things that babies chew on? Since it's good for horse to knock them out, humans have similar effects. Okay, I'm learning a lot here. Since the tube keeps wiggling around in your hands, you guess that the putty itself is at least partially organic. Yeah. Okay, what is this one? Contact lens case. Squish intelligently brought along its contact lenses. Earth's atmosphere gives him vision of 4317 in one eye and 3890 in the other. Contacts don't improve his vision, but they do give him that lovely chromed liver look. You should have gone to 4 eyes only, where you can get sunglasses in about a light year. I see. Do I open them? When you pop open the contact lenses case, 2 huge, gloppy, syrupy contact lenses stare back at you. Where are the contact lenses?
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
Thank you, Lassus. Maintaining as little fingertip contact as possible with the spongy, gelatinous discs. You remove them from the case and plop them over your own eyes. You look like one of those characters in the Margaret Keane painting. You know, the kids with the huge, sad, probably myopic eyes. Your eyes now resemble Squish's eyes. So if I walk through, is that going to help me with the decontamination, or is there like another thing later where I've got to prove that I'm an alien? I bet you're awesome at shred. I don't know about that. I'm just doing what the game tells me to do. You can't manage them with that semi-liquid alien frisbees on your face. Okay. Use... How do I get them off? Oh, you can actually see them on my face. Okay. Oh, here we go. There was just remove contact lenses. You plunk the contact lenses off your face. They make a wet sucking and popping sound that you imagine must be similar to the birth of a baby octopus. Okay. Let's wear the Eva suit. It's horrifying, but it's great. Yeah. Alright, wear the suit. We now we now are Eva apparel. Wear the helmet. Holding your breath. At least it fits. And we wear the gloves. Okay. Let's see what happens.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
You enter the corridor again. Once more you find the vapor powerfully toxic. Barely able to pull yourself out of the corridor before passing out.
Is it EVA or is it EVA?
Is it EVA or EVA? Yeah, okay, that's a good question. I mean, it's an acronym that you can pronounce. Wait, what? Yeah. I mean, I can say EVA if it's confusing to anyone. You find you have to rest even longer before getting to your feet again. The decontamination gas is still leaking into the suit through one or more of the 4 armholes. EVA, okay. Can I fix it with my? Can I use this on? Apply emergency putty to the Eva suit. The suit doesn't need patching. The only holes in it are holes that are supposed to be there. The hole for the creature's head, 4 holes for the creature's hands, and the hole that lets you put the suit on and take it off. Okay. Do I ask Noah? Do I get him in the suit as well? Is that what the game's trying to get me to do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Do you think we'll ever get interstellar on our own? Watch me, Noah. Watch me float. Where should we go? Oh, can I float? Maybe I can go up.
Think we'll ever get interstellar on our own?
I think we'll be lucky if we don't go back into an 1800s lifestyle when we run out of fossil fuels.
Hey, good conversation stopper.
Thanks. I've been working on that one.
Surely he won't take off his hat. No, he would never. He'd never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch me, Noah. Watch me float.
Jake, get a grip. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where should we go?
Pretty sure we've got to get to the other end of this room.
How are we going to get through that gas?
Well, it's probably meant to decontaminate us, but whatever they're using as a decontaminating agent is toxic to us. So I say we have to protect ourselves from exposure to the gas as we pass through it. We might have to do it one at a time.
Oh, that's what the conveyor belt's for. So, okay, let's remove it. If we have to do it one at a time, can I just give it to Noah? Give Eva suit to Noah. Noah suggests you keep the Eva suit for the nonce. You don't know who the nonce is, but Noah's been around a lot longer than you have and knows a lot of things you don't. Alright. Whatever the nonce was. Alright, let's use this on the helmet, maybe. The helmet isn't leaking. The EVA gloves are at 100% integrity. No need for emergency sealant or goop of any kind. Fire broadside. How did you miss Quadrax? I was only playing it for like 2 hours. Sorry. I'm sorry you missed it. But welcome in, Fire broadside. How are you going? Oh yeah, you're playing Dan the Diver. What did you think of it? There's a lot of cute animations, like when you give the lady the food and stuff. She was like spinning around with her love hearts and stuff. It was weird. Even called a nonce, among other choice words. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miketzel. Also, welcome in, Miketzel. How are you going? David Diver was very good so far, and the art was incredibly pretty. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I think I own it on Steam. I'm trying not to spoil myself too much because I want to play it at some point. The little cutscene gimmicks were also good. Dan the Diver. Dan the Diver is a different diver. Hello, Miketzel. What appears to be a cargo bay is built into the floor of the chamber, probably for larger scale cargo loading or unloading, or for the ships that actually put the satellite together. Dive the Diver. Threshold. Look at Threshold. An almost invisible field of energy crimmers from the threshold of the corridor. It must be what keeps the green mist from invading the rooms at the end of the corridor. Can I use that machine to duplicate my gloves, maybe? Like, is that what I need to do? That one whatchamacallit machine we found in the corner. Look at this one.
Something or other bears all the traditional...
Turn on. Okay, cool. So we can put our hand in it. Let's put the gloves in it. Put the Eva gloves in the something or other. The gloves just fit inside the niche. As soon as the flap closes, a bright purple light goes on inside the niche. In a few seconds, the light shuts off. You reach inside the niche and pull out the gloves, which seem like they've been stone washed, but still fundamentally intact. Should go to sleep again. Good luck with my wet beans, everyone. No worries, Robot Space. Thank you for the for hanging out.
You're talking about beans.
You're talking about beans.
It certainly explains why I've been a little less testy.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
This game. The Punch Club games also have fantastic pixel art. Oh, is that who made Dave the Diver? Dan the Diver? But yeah, good night, Robot Spacer, and good sleeps to you. A moment later, a paler blue light fills the niche, this one lasting twice as long as the purple light. When it shuts off, you tentatively open the flap, and inside the niche sits an identical pair of gloves. You take them both out. Punch Club. Played it before you started streaming though. Oh. I've not played Punch Club. There's Punch Club, and there's Punch Club 2, Fast Forward, which apparently is coming out in 2023. It came out in July 2023. So there you go. If you want a sequel to play. Okay, so I just made 2 pairs of gloves. Can I just make another suit? Too large, okay. Can I make... hey. If something should happen to that contact lens case, you could be liable for some huge optometric bills. Okay. Can I just put the contact lenses in? You don't want to take chances with somebody else's contact lenses, do you? Can we just make more emergency putty? This putty's for emergencies. Better not do anything to it that might affect its utility. Punch Club part deux. Okay, so we've got 2 club. Can I just attach these on? The gloves attached to the suit, but since you're not wearing the EVA suit, there's no reason to attach the gloves. Okay. Let's get out of here. Can I make more gloves? Can I make like infinite gloves? You place the pair of gloves into the replicator again. It first bathes the gloves in an intense purple light. The light quickly turns from purple to green and then shuts off. You take the gloves out and wait. Nothing happens. From this, you deduce that the replicator has determined that to replicate these objects further would degrade them enough to affect their usability, if not destroy them altogether. Alright. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay, let's put on the suit. Okay, so you missed the costume shades. Yeah, I thought I'd be a bit more like old mate Jesus here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have found a more blue shirt, but yeah.
Watch me,
Jake.
Get a grip. Okay, let's wear the suit. We now are EVA apparel. Wear the EVA helmet. Wear the gloves. You put on a pair of gloves onto the end of your sleeves where they lock into place. A very different vibe. Sorry. Should I put my other jumper on? And then wear the gloves again. The gloves snap onto the EVA suit. Now all 4 armholes are connected to gloves. Do they make EVA thongs? That's a good question. And would we need to do we need to protect ourselves from space in that area? As you step into the corridor, it fills with vapor. The vapor blocks your vision, but does not seep into the suit. You're easily able to traverse the corridor. Noah, who is not equipped to pass through the mist, is left behind on the other side of the chamber. More Canadian, more good work. I need some maple syrup and an axe. Okay, so does this still work? It does. Okay, cool. So we'll remove all this stuff. Put gloves on conveyor. A Canadian would never drink out of this mug. I'm sorry. You place the EVA suit, helmet, and gloves on the conveyor belt. Oh, nice. Okay, so the game doesn't require me to have to do all of that. Boop. Oh, there's a little animation. Mac. How you going? Thank you for the bounder and welcome in. Thank you also for shouting out Mac. Playing Mace Griffin, Bounty Hunter. I've never heard of this game. Who is Mace Griffin? And why does he...
Wet just thinking about it.
And why does he want a bounty hunt? Oh wow, this looks like a game. Back. You have a Canadian Starbucks mug? That's a thumb in the eye of every Tim Hortons fan. You don't even drink coffee. Yeah, I don't think I have any coffee shop paraphernalia, unfortunately. One unique feature is the ability to switch between on-foot FPS shooter combat to spacecraft dogfights seamlessly, with no loading times during such moments. Sounds amazing. If you don't drink coffee, what do you care whether Tim Hortons fans are fans? That's true. That's a good point. How am I... Jed, Stone. How am I enjoying this game? Plot looks very convoluted. It's actually pretty good. I think as long as you take your time and explore the whole area, I don't think you're going to get stuck very much. Because there was like a room on... So I'll save here because I'm getting a bit further in. But there was... So I was exploring the spaceship, right? Decontamination chamber. And there's all these things on the wall. Like all these goo, like they just call them like doohickeys and whatchamacallits. And literally one of these things actually performs like a valid, useful thing, like a useful service. And if I didn't spend like half an hour exploring all these things, I would have missed this. I wouldn't have known that this actually duplicates things. And I feel like I would have been stuck. But yeah. So this game does reward being patient and exploring everything before you move on. Your sister-in-law lives in Canadian land. She sends you stuff all the time. Yeah, what sort of stuff? The game devs for Mace Griffin were from your hometown. Oh, wait. Lived in Stockport. Oh, I didn't realize they were English. Oh, British, sorry. McKetzel, Canada. Hey, sounds Canadian-esque. Anyway, so yeah, so this something or other. I only figured out that this duplicates things because it mentions something about I couldn't put my hand in there, but there was like a niche to put something else in it. So if I didn't find that, I would have been stuck on that other puzzle that we were just at. Last we left you, you were thoroughly decontaminated. In fact, you are probably pretty well recontaminated by now. Okay. Let's go talk to Noah.
Yeah?
Where to?
Think we'll ever...
I think...
Hey.
Thanks.
I'll let him do his thing. Open hatch. Ooh. Oh god, is this a maze? Oh no, I'm getting out of here. We got some coffee crisp candy bars last time. You know, oh man, I love coffee, lollies and chocolate and all that stuff. You go back across the decontamination chamber, trading the Eva seat to do so. What's that? Hello, Evie. How you going, girl? What is this? Is this a poll? Where would you rather live? City, suburbs, country, jungle, or the sea? Oh man, everything's too sugar. That's a good question because city is usually where it's at, but there comes a time where you feel like all you need is a good, decent internet access, and you could live anywhere. The sea does sound appealing if you want to get away from everyone. Jungle would probably have too many insects. I probably wouldn't be a fan of living in the jungle. I'd be like swatting mosquitoes all the time. The city's where it's at. Sonneveld. No votes for the country yet. In their further desire to become all-encompassing evil, Nestle changed the coffee crisp from great to terrible. No mountain choices. You live in the mountains, maybe it's jungle-esque. Yeah, the mountains is a good option too. What if you live in a city under the sea? Oh man. Once again, poll options, limited poll options have done us dirty. Oh, right. That just goes back to the... So do I... Okay. In the sewers with the mutants. A little fire. Show him his boss. Okay. Alright, let's... No, I don't want to quit. No, I just want to save. You live in the country and the internet sucks. Alright, so no, country's out. Country's right out. Fine.
I was terrifying, wasn't I?
You were, Murray. You were, Murray. It took too much restraint to not include swamp. Small city living is nice. Big city living is too big. I agree, Mac. Yes. Yeah, it can. Yeah, big city can be a little bit too overwhelming, I think. You're offended, McKetzel? I'm sorry about that. Oh, the poll. I get it now. I get it. What's weird is my local farm co-op here in the USA land sells tons of Aussie Darryl Lee licorice. It's so weird, but it's true licorice needs. It needs to live next to livestock food. If it's true licorice, like I don't know, like I'm not a fan of licorice. So, is that suggesting that you'd rather the livestock eat it? Now, is this a maze?
We can't go there, man. That's the forbidden eccentric cylindrical projection.
The eccentric... Wait, no. Cylindrical projection. Something like that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of licorice either. Okay, how do I get closer to it? The hatches are all flanked by polyresonate blocks, looking something like rubber baby buggy bumpers. Blood sample. What do I think of this game so far? I think the humor for the most part is good. There's no soft locks. One thing I dislike.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
What do I dislike? I'm not sure what I mean it's
wet just thinking about it.
Look at this. You're a fan of licorice, but I understand that people aren't. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay that some people don't like things. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. You have to ban yourself from licorice. It's so good. I don't mind the red licorice, but it's not really. You don't really have that licorice taste. When you want lollies, you get Mum to send you some white nights, but she said they stopped making them. Oh yeah, I haven't had white nights in forever. Maneuver within arm's reach of the hatch. Oh, licorice is only good for helping. Only good for helping you poo and nothing else. Good tip, Lassus, thank you. You like the novelty and approach, and details and world building. I didn't like the pixel hunting alone. Caps lock is annoying. Thank you, Amy. Banana candy. I love that stuff. You want licorice so strong, it'll blow your nuts off. Good to know. Okay. I chose C because the other water and Eco Quest was one of your favorite games growing up. I played Eco Quest 1 and 2 a while back. Maybe at some point I'll replay them. Thank you for pinning that. That's a very important message, Amy. You need a remover. Okay. I need a maneuver. How do I maneuver? Do I have anything that will... Do I have to, like, expel air from something? Look at... There's a symbol on it. Bumpers... One person died in 2020 after eating 2 bags of licorice every day for 3 years. Be sure to enjoy responsibly. That... I mean, you've got a 3-year buffer. Oh, wait, I can go down? What's this do? Oh no, what kind of maze is this? I need a maneuver. Okay, I'm trying. How do I maneuver? I think... Yeah, we're already there. Open. Oh. Expel air from my butt. I don't think I have a butt command. Maybe Noah has an idea. Sounds like a pretty good way to go. I remember when I had back issues like 10 years ago, and I used to take like a couple of Panadol, paracetamol every day for it. And then a coworker mentioned how somebody died of having too much paracetamol, and then I didn't have any. I was in pain for days because I was too scared to die from a disappearing liver. But yeah, I don't think it was quite 2 bags of licorice every day for 3 years bad though. Doesn't licorice also have some potential negative effects on the human body? Possibly the person who died after eating it for 3 years might be able to tell you more about that. Just skip a day to reset the 3 years. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd be fine. Whole licorice aniseed taste spectrum needs to be removed from the world. Oh wow, strong words. Actually, it inhibits the absorption of potassium. Ooh. Presumably tall ship is like a skyscraper ship. Is it, or is it skyscraper, or just a bit taller than usual? Oh yeah, Queen, it definitely is bad to have paracetamol long term. Everything has a possible, after a long term. And also I think this was like people having like way too much within like a 24-hour period that causes like irreversible damage. He could tell us if he was still alive. Yeah, he could get back to us. All these poll options. Oh, there's a new poll. Shack next to swamp. Inside a friendly whale. More vor options. I'd probably go with a houseboat, because then you could kind of that kind of suggests like going up and down a river. Although shack next to a swamp does sound appealing. Now I understand why everyone was talking about boats. So if you ate licorice and then a banana, high in potassium, would you blow up? I think they just cancel each other out. A lot of other painkillers don't work for you. Oh, really? So yeah, it turns out paracetamol didn't work. Like ibuprofen worked a bit better back in the day. But we had a lot of Panadol in the house, so I just used that instead. Why do you keep saying fam? Time for bed? All I ask is a tall ship. Your bed. Your bed. Your bed. A tall ship and a star to sail her by. A tall houseboat next to a swamp. Poles and out. Have an Evie. Hello, Evie. How you going, girl? You good, girl? So if you're just joining us, this is the beautiful Evie. She's a very good girl. Your bed. Mac says hello. Hello. Oh, hello, Evie. You're a good girl. Oh, yes, you are a good girl. Hello, Evie. Equipment says hello. Highly non-trivial says hello. James Neko says you are a bed. Do you want a treat? Hello, Evie. Oh, you're a good girl. Where'd you go? What's going on? Long con. I mean, it still means. I don't think that means you'd be a genetic match, though. The one interesting thing I found out about organ donations and stuff. You have chameleon blood, nice. Who needs 2 kidneys anyway? Oh, you are an organ donor, nice. Nice, Mikazel. I still have all my original organs intact. But the interesting thing I found out about organ donation is the recipient sometimes doesn't get the original organ removed. So I had a coworker, and I think he had a new liver. And he still had the original liver there. So he had kind of like a lump. Where the new liver is there. It was interesting because I guess it's more dangerous to take out the old one. You can't wait to have your organs harvested. Oh right, so you haven't actually donated. You've ticked the box to donate organs, but you haven't donated an organ yet. You don't think your organs would be any good? I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, if your organs are available, then maybe someone might be able to use it. A sidekick liver, like an appendix, but a liverix for a liver. Yeah, it was really weird. I can't remember if I don't think he showed me the scar or not. I think he just explained how it worked, and I was fascinated. So you can have multiple. Yeah, you can be more human than human. Hopefully we'll be growing organs in the back of mice soon. I think we can grow ears. So if you've lost an ear, you can get one of those back. Your organs are primo. Start the bidding. Oh. More human than you, man. Wait, am I playing a game? I think I'm playing a game. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Like, how do I navigate this? Noah, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. I'm having a hard time with zero gravity.
I'm having a hard time with zero gravity.
Push yourself off of the bumpers. That's how I'm doing it. You gotta push in the direction opposite the direction you want to go. Then grab onto something to slow yourself down.
Oh, there's a game in this stream? There is. Oh, okay. So I've got to push off a bumper. Oh, right. Okay, so now there's a push off. So the other bumpers didn't have that option. They're starting to 3D print organs on the space station. Only initial research at this time. Are they doing it on the space station because there's zero gravity, and so they don't need to worry about the organs moving around while they're printing them? Alright, open. There's a brief buzz, but nothing happens. Good night, good space, good time. Good night, Emmy. Have a good night. Good played. Thank you. Microgravity, but yes, that's the reason. Gotcha. It's got mini gravity. Okay, push off. So, oh, okay. So it's not actually that hard. So you just kind of move to the next one or opposite direction. Okay. So if I push here, I go this direction. Okay, cool. So let's write some notes because I'm going to get lost very quickly. So this weird U shape, that's my ship, I think. We'll find out. So this infinite symbol, I don't know what that is. And then we've got 8W. Don't know. Wait. Then we've got this weird upside down F thing. I think cloning organs using the patient's own DNA has the most potential. It does. If we can ever get to that point, that would be amazing. So I think this one's closed. Don't know what this is. Let's have a look. Open. And I think there's two more. There's two more that I haven't looked at yet that are above me. There's a brief buzz, but nothing happens. Push off. Okay, we'll try the infinite symbol. You touch the hatch. Whoa! Meanwhile, back at Callahan's place.
Do you think I should have warned him about the maintenance security robot? Well, they'll figure out a way.
Hang on, what the frick? Do I need to use my my contact lenses? Okay. So we put them back on our eyes.
He looks like he could use a good cheering up.
How to cheer up the robot? Your eyes now resemble Squish's eyes. Okay, look at the robot. It looks like the inside of a jellyfish, but lately, what doesn't?
Hello. Nice robot. Good robot. There's a good robot.
Meep.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
The robot emits a brackish squeal, and you feel energy emanate from the robot and envelop you. It flashes a message. Since the robot doesn't get out of the way, you apparently don't look enough like somebody it recognizes to satisfy it. Alright. You can't manage that with the semi-liquid alien frisbees on your face. Okay. Let's take these off. Remove. So maybe we've got to do... Okay, let's try and attack. You're not carrying anything remotely capable of injuring the robot. Okay, push. You try to shove the robot out of the way. The robot moves exactly far enough to elude your grasp as you spin by. The robot floats gently away from your hand. Okay, so we need... The robot refuses to let you pass. So we can do the contact lens stuff. Do I wear the air freshener? But you broke the string when you pulled it off the windshield. Boo. Do I use the emergency putty on it? No. Do we feed the chocolate bar? Believing this to be a potential waste to find chocolate, you offer some to the robot. It scans the chocolate briefly and ignores it. At least it didn't take any. Oh, maybe I have to wear the contact glasses and then wear the suit? No. Okay. Take off. Okay. Wear... As best you can, you slip on the gloves. Pepper just came up to you on your desk and booped your chest with her paw. Aww. Okay, wear the Eva suit. Okay, done that. Can we done... Wear the contact glasses? Admittedly, it is less scary trying to place gelatinous saucers over your eyes when there is a helmet protecting your face. It is, however, much less effective since they slide off the smooth glass face of the helmet. That bot reminds me of a great old movie, Forbidden Planet. If you haven't seen it, do it. Okay, Forbidden Planet, let's look that up. I don't think I've seen that. Leslie Nielsen. Alright, I gotta watch this. I don't... Okay, so the movie does look familiar, but I don't think I've actually seen it. I recognize the poster and the Robbie the Robot. Actually, is this the one where the robot duplicates the alcohol that somebody has in their bottle, and it replicates it exactly to like the spit content and everything as well? Like, I remember a movie where something like that happens. I go, oh, okay, so maybe I've seen that scene. I don't think I remember the whole film though. Smooth. Okay, so maybe I have to put these on my face. So, okay, where? Okay, so I'm wearing everything. Can I do something with them? Like put pencil? Yeah. Okay. What if I just... Okay, talk to...
Robot, could you scooch over to one side just a little? Atta robot. Come on. Come on, boy.
The robot scans you again, and symbols continue to flash on its monitor. Since the robot doesn't get out of the way, you apparently don't look enough like somebody it recognizes to satisfy it. Okay, so it doesn't have a monitor. What if we talk to...
I'm with you.
You don't have a laptop on you, do you?
You don't have a laptop on you, do you?
No, why?
Well, I thought maybe the uploading the virus thing.
Is that your answer to everything? Upload a virus? The world doesn't work like that, Jake.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be cool if it did?
It would. It would. It's funny that I'm playing a game that's modern enough that it can reference Independence Day.
I'm with you.
What does this robot want anyway?
If I had to guess, I'd say he's carding you.
Crikey. It's truth. It doesn't work, but at least you tried. It also has references from the 70s to the 90s. Yeah, it's true. Well, usually my games that I play are old enough that there's very little 90s references. It's always like, yeah, the best you can get is like late 80s. Okay, so push off this bumper. Oh, okay, and he goes back in there. If I inflate myself an extra arm, it'll let you through, even though I'll be very embarrassed. I haven't found a way to inflate stuff, so that's why I kind of want to explore these other doors. Why does that guy look like old Indiana Jones? It's the eternal question, Miketzel. No one actually knows this. A brief buzz, but nothing happens. Okay. Okay, so that's the one that has that's closed too. The robot is the infinity symbol. Oh, this is new. So this is like a little man with 4. Okay, this might be like the alien. Yeah. I don't know how I can inflate things though, because I don't have anything to inflate it with. There's a brief buzz, but nothing happens.
Mate, I'm going to bed. Thanks for the entertainment. I'm getting wet just thinking about it. Good night.
Regrets. Wolf Rock. Have a good sleep, and thanks for hanging out. And thanks for testing out my my wet command. Are we going to make balloon animals? I think if we can find a way to inflate them, I don't know. So the robot is the infinity symbol. You regard the helmet with distaste, since Squish's speech habits produce a great deal of spittle. But you can see that the helmet snaps onto the EVA suit, and it's more than big enough for your puny human head. I wonder if that symbol is going to be important. Where? Maybe I don't need the helmet.
Oh, I'm not going in there.
You're not going there? So now I've got 4 hands at least, and the weird eyes. Maybe that's all I need?
Don't you have a universal translator or something?
Now there's a useful question. It's like asking. The robot scans you and flashes symbols at you. Since the robot doesn't get out of the way, you apparently don't look enough like someone it recognizes. Cedric, man up, buddy. Come on, Cedric. Maybe I've got to do something with the air freshener. You can't manage that with semi-liquid alien frisbees. Okay, fine.
We can't go there, man. That's the forbidden ovoid.
The forbidden ovoid. Because we've got the gloves, which suggest 4 arms. We've got an EVA suit. We've got the lenses. There's also this air freshener, which, like, am I meant to use this to smell better? Because it keeps making a point about it saying there doesn't seem to be a suitable place to put the air freshener on the EVA suit. But also my EVA suit smells like alien. So I don't know if that's the thing. And I haven't found anything else. Haven't been watching the new season of Futurama. Not yet. I was waiting for it to finish and then maybe I'll just watch it all in one go. Actually, no, I saw the first episode. The one where they have to where Fry's trying to watch all the TV. And that was fine.
I'm with you.
Okay,
what does this robot want anyway?
If I had to guess, I'd say he's carding you.
It's great. It's worth watching. Okay. I'll hunt down the rest.
I don't understand.
Maybe if I keep talking to him, he might. The robot responds by scanning you and flashing symbols at you. Look at. A rather dumpy-looking robot is blocking your path.
This is the robot speaking. I am guarding you.
That's the robot. Lingo Lord, welcome in. How many times has Futurama been resurrected? This is the third or fourth time, I think. It's nuts how it keeps coming back.
Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
Oh, Next Generation reference. You feel the robot scan you again?
Struth, win the ball.
Thank you, Lassus.
To Barada Nikto.
Darmok, yes.
We come in peace.
Army Dark. Was that? I didn't think that was Army Darkness. I thought that was
Copper, shop smart, shop is smart.
Was it? I thought that was the other Alien movie.
You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you.
When the Earth stood still. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's the one with Keanu Reeves.
Take us to your leader.
Oh, he's still doing it. Scans you but doesn't move. No, the original. I haven't seen either. I just know that Keanu Reeves did a remake and it wasn't well received.
I am the creator. I am Kirk.
Don't do it. He's forgotten it. Oh. Man, Bruce Campbell looks so young in that clip. The robot scans you. Either it doesn't believe you or it doesn't care.
What? What?
What? When this game came out, Next Generation, it already ended. Oh no. Don't tell me that. Not as young as in Evil Dead. That makes sense, yeah.
Hello. Not.
Okay. So we need to do something. Like, does the robot have something to click on? No. Look at these gloves are long and hooked, much like Squish's hands. They're made of DuPont Laston. Keep the hooks tasty warm even in deepest Q-Thang territory. Thank you, Lassus. Look at helmet. Look at contact lenses. You should have gone to 4 eyes only.
I'm getting wet just thinking about it.
How many eyes does he have? Do I need 4 of them? Close the case, not so much to prevent the contacts from drying out, as from fear that the saline solution might eat a hole through the ship's hull.
I'm with you. What if I had
Carding me. Does he just want to know how old I am? Give wallet to robot. You give your wallet to the robot. It doesn't really want it, but it scans it anyway. And now it really doesn't want your wallet. Maybe it doesn't like my shoes. I can't do anything about my shoes though. Can I just give him the gloves? Don't be silly. Robots don't wear gloves. Where did you learn stuff about robots anyway? The street corner? Can I hit him with a tire iron? The robot doesn't need the tire iron, whereas you just might. That's for us to know and you to find out. The robot looks like a semi-sentient egg whisk. He's busy, alright? So he's got... Do I try putting gloves on him? Okay, so maybe not morphing. Can I stick him with a pencil? Has one of those little electronic memo cards that you're just talking into. Try lubing him. I don't have any lube anymore. You hand the keyring to the robot, who reaches out, takes it, and inserts it into a slot below its centrally located monitor bank. The holographic image of Squish flashes on one of the monitors, and then the robot scans you. Oh, hang on. It ejects the keyring back at you, and you fumble it, but manage to keep it from sailing away in the weightless environment. It's not even Friday night. It's Good Friday night. Since the robot doesn't get out of the way, okay. You don't look enough like the keyring. Okay, this is good. This is good. So if I wear the contact lenses, your eyes now resemble. Woof woof. Evie, where's your head? Hello, beautiful green. There you go, girl. You good girl. Okay, now let's try and show the keyring to the robot. Okay. The robot scans you. Queerman says hello. It ejects the keyring back to you and you fumble it, but manage to keep it from sailing away in the weightless environment. We don't look enough like the image in the keyring to satisfy it. Alright. Look at keyring. No, what are you doing? Use keyring? Oh, I just use it. I'm trying to look at it. It looks like the inside of a jellyfish, but what doesn't. What? Remove. Put EVA helmet on contact lenses. Do I give it to this guy? No, it recoils in disgust at the glorpy contact lenses. Noah looks like carrying them back at you. Do I need to wear the spacesuit now? Is it not the eyes so much as the spacesuit now? Oh, got that, okay. So look at. Okay. Where? Use. Let's try it now. Must not look like the image. Alright.
I'm with you.
What did...
If I had to guess...
I've tried that. I've given him the ID.
But he's scanning you. He's comparing you to the hologram of Squish on the ID. You don't look enough like him. At least in the robot's opinion.
I just noticed my eyes.
I'm with you.
In here.
Mate, Indiana Holden, the old people's home of oldness.
Yeah, the old people's home of oldness. I still haven't seen the new Indiana Jones film. It would be nice if they said what you're missing. I know, highly non-trivial.
What is this?
If I had to... But he's scanning you. He's...
Okay, so... Do I just remove? Alright, let's... Oh, God. Alright, let's remove everything. You can also see the eyes in the little portrait. It just wasn't as obvious there. I haven't got much enthusiasm for watching Dial of Destiny. You'll pirate it if you get bored and hungover. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to the cinema in years, unfortunately. Okay, so I've got nothing. I haven't got any eyes or anything. If only I could look at the image. Oh, now I can look at it. Oh wait, I couldn't look at it before because I was wearing the eye thing. Much prefer another indie point and click to another crappy movie. That would be amazing, actually. A small pad with a square button and a small tube of glowing fluid for finding your keys in the dark. Severely disappointed in Ford for making a mockery of the character. Is it at least better than Crystal Skull? Shiny LaBeef, Vine Swing. Oh man, I tried watching Crystal Skull the other day, and I've only got I can barely get past the fridge scene. It's about as good as they could have made it, given the circumstances. That's encouraging because yeah, I do want to see it probably when it hits like streaming services like Disney Plus or something. Bar wasn't high after Crystal Skull, yeah. And the Iron Phoenix could have been awesome. I mean, they can still make a point and click. I don't know why do I keep using it? Like, can I look at this somehow? Can I just wear, the best you can, you slip on the gloves, okay. You only have 2 hands and they're both already gloved. You want them to make a Lemmings movie? I mean, after the Barbie movie, they might learn. Spiky green beard, oh. Where did you see that? Oh wait, no, you're right. I didn't even pay attention. Oh man, I wasn't even reading the description. Spiky green beard, matching teeth, saggy pulpy face, huge liquid eyes, and his 4 standard issue arms. Okay. Mad Dog movie? I would totally watch that. Kate Blanchett is so good in most everything. Crystal Skull is just a rush film with first takes and poor writing. Too bad that movie exists. Yeah, I mean, I was excited for all the people that were in that film. Doesn't seem to be a suitable place to put the air freshener on the Eva suit. Okay. Eva helmet. I'm trying to put it on the helmet though. Can I just eat it? You broke the string when you pulled it off the windshield. So where do I get string from? Like, it's not important for us to agree on what was bad. There's plenty of things for us to not like about that movie to go around. I just had a thought. Maybe there's something to do with the rubbish. Because I remember when we were searching the rubbish in the spaceship. And you couldn't do it while he was around, while Noah was around. So maybe there's like string or something we've got to find.
It's crap, son.
It's crap? Oh no. Only the 3 indie movies exist. First 3. I mean, I'll oh no, Noah and ourselves. I think he follows us. Yeah, okay. So, okay, what is there a string somewhere? Or maybe one of these devices will fix it. Doesn't seem to be a suitable place to put the what's Okay. Fate of Atlantis should have been the next Indiana Jones film. That would have been...
Indiana, the questionable Bob John of Doom.
Hey, you're good. Like, okay. That guy looks like John Walton. Wait, who's John Walton? Dude looks like Sid James. Seatbelt. I mean, okay. Do I need to like put a hole in the air freshener or something? The Waltons. Oh, gotcha. I haven't actually seen... I don't think I've seen the Waltons.
Truth, good night, John Boy.